Bank. The risk is worth the reward.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another special SRB TV edition of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. This time we're tackling Money in the Bank. With me is... Do you want to introduce yourself? Do you want to introduce yourself? You want to introduce yourself? You can introduce yourself.
You may call me the Whisperer of Wonder, the Diablo El Zul.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, he's filling in right now. Our usual pal Mo will show up during the action reaction, so he's filling in. So whatever our little demon buddy here says, is what Mo agrees with. So, yeah, it's been interesting. Money in the Bank. This is like 2-3 weeks after Black Wednesday. This has been rough for WWE. Vince acting weird. Bring up Katie Vick.
Vince acting normal.
Vince acting normal, yeah. Like him bringing up Katie Vick, like that. I thought that was a taboo thing, but no, Katie Vick, okay. But no, they decided to do a very unique Money in the Bank this year. It's being filmed. It was filmed at the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut, and it's pretty much a fight to literally the top of the building to reach the briefcase. Apparently, it has been confirmed that both men's and women's matches are happening at the same time. So it's going to be a big old clusterfuck, which I can't wait. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. But let's go over the match card. We're going to start off with the 2 pre-show matches that were announced as of recording earlier today, which was first up is Archer versus MVP for some reason. I think MVP may be winning that one. What do you think?
I mean, I'd say, yeah, I'd go with MVP just because it's like, I haven't personally seen him in action. I know he was in some other leagues before this, and it's time where he left WWE, but it would be nice to see him in an actual pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
After being away for so long. So I expect him to win as well.
Yeah, agree with you on that. And not much to say about that. That just came out of nowhere for me. Then the next match we got is technically Jeff Hardy's first match since he's been away on his newest rehab trip to the rehabilitation center. And he takes on Cesaro, which, I would say it's going to be a very entertaining match. But this is on a pre-show, and we saw what they did with Bryan versus Cesaro at WrestleMania 36 pre-show. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to obviously pick Jeff Hardy. Just what do you think, Jeff Hardy?
Yeah. Just in terms of it's going to be his first match back, and they just love, I'm sure Cesaro's going to make Jeff Hardy, they're both good. When Cesaro's always been good. He's going to make Jeff Hardy look good. Hopefully it's just in a way where it shows off also Cesaro's potential, back when he was first introduced, and it's not just kind of burying Cesaro even further than what they tend to do.
Yeah.
But, I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that Jeff Hardy isn't. I know it would be really last minute, but I really want Jeff Hardy to be in the Money in the Bank match. So it can, over the top bullshit where someone's at the bottom floor of the headquarters and he jumps off the ladder at the top to swanton dive and hit someone down below just for the hell of it. That's all I want.
Yeah. I honestly feel like I'll get into Money Bank Bel Air, but I honestly think I want Murphy to be part of it. No offense to Rey Mysterio, I know he can do amazing things, but I think this would have been a great opportunity for Murphy to really really show his stuff. I wasn't really happy that he lost over Mysterio. I'm like, no offense, Mysterio, man, but you're all about giving the lower the people up and comers a chance. Give it to Murphy, jeez. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not blaming Mysterio. I'm just saying in general, I would have loved to see Murphy. But, okay, so we're going to get into our first match, because we definitely have, not kind of ladder matches, we do have a couple of interesting matches. I'm going to start with the one that feels the most predictable, and that is the SmackDown Women's title match, which is Bayley versus Tamina. And, you know, there is a tiny part of me that wants Tamina to win. There's a tiny part of me just for her to win. I really love to see it, but I think Bayley's gonna win. To be honest, I think this is gonna add. This match is gonna add more fuel to the eventual Bayley Sasha feud, though. But you agree, like Bayley, pretty much to win this?
Yeah, Bayley, like it would be I wouldn't say a huge upset if Bayley didn't win, but Bayley's definitely going to come out on top for this. And I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of storyline drama to further the feud idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Like I said, though, I will love to see Tamina win. That would be such a WTF moment tonight. Most what the fuck moment of the night would be Tamina winning, and that's considering the fact our two Money in Bank matches are people climbing a building inside of a building, to get to a briefcase on the roof.
That's a bold claim to say Tamina winning is going to be the most insane moment compared to the whole premise of this year.
To be fair, I still think the Money in the Bank ladder match, regardless of what happens, is going to be the most insane thing. But can you really imagine Tamina winning? Be honest. Like, any part of your brain process Tamina winning tonight? Like, winning the title. Not winning by DQ, winning the title. Can any part of you process?
Yeah, there's a part of me that can process that. I think it's possible. But do I think WWE is going to let that happen, at least this time around? No.
Okay.
I feel like if anything, it'll be like kind of like how Nia Jax won the women's title against Alexa Bliss, where it's a very obviously smaller wrestler that it's just like there's no way this other wrestler can hold their own against Tamina. Whereas like it's believable that there could be some back and forth between Bayley and Tamina.
Yeah. So let's see. Next up, we got a massive fatal four-way tag match for the SmackDown tag titles. We have New Day. We have the Dirt Sheets, Miz and Morrison, the Forgotten Sons, and Lucha House Party. Now, it was a surprise to me, as much as I think it was a surprise to you when the Forgotten Sons showed up on SmackDown after Mania. I feel like there is a tiny chance they may win tonight, but I'm saying New Day retains. I think it's going to be a good match, but I'm saying New Day retains. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Forgotten Sons win. What say you?
I don't see a title change happening tonight. But actually, take that back. If there is to be a title change, I feel like it's going to be the Dirt Sheets. And they just like pull off their usual dirty tactics and maybe like go after Lucha House Party.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I see, because I can see shenanigans really pull off there. Like them, that's how they get the titles back. Now it's fair that they want them back, stuff like that. Honestly, though, I still go with New Day. I'm not saying they're probably gonna pin Lucha House Party, but it would be a surprise if they pinned either Dirt Sheets or anybody from Forgotten Sons. Yeah.
If anyone does anything to the Forgotten Sons to where they are the ones that are the factor that like someone loses, like if New Day pins or beats the Forgotten Sons, I feel like that's going to make the Forgotten Sons, it's just going to be pointless.
Yeah.
And like the Dirt Sheets win. If the Dirt Sheets win against the Forgotten Sons and it's dirty, then I can get that. But if they like beat them clean, then it's just like, what's the point of the Forgotten Sons being there, if not to at least look like they're in the running and not just like brought up after a month to be beaten.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So next up, we have the WWE Championship match. This is Drew McIntyre taking on Seth Rollins, Monday Night Messiah. So, of course, Seth Rollins has, for a while now, has been rumored to be McIntyre's first opponent for the title for the summer. Rollins has been on a roll lately with his heel promos. He's really been doing a great job building up this bout with McIntyre, and I think it should be one of the best matches of the night easily. But I'm saying Drew wins. What do you say?
Again, I gotta agree. I think there's going to be a title change, but I do think there's going to be some high intensity spots. Just I don't know. I kind of imagine Seth Rollins trying to do a curb stomp, and then like Drew gets out of the way just in time and just claymores him.
Oh yeah,
that's how he gets.
Yeah, Claymore is one of my favorite finishers. It's just a flying big boot. That's all it is, and it was meant to because of a botch he did once. I think Claymore is one of my favorite current finishers. Yeah, honestly, I see some shenanigans with Seth, with Murphy, little close here and there, but yeah, in the end, I do see Drew retaining and see where they go from there. Because I feel like this is only the beginning of the rivalry. Let's see. Next up, we have the WWE Universal Championship match as the champion Braun Strowman takes on not Fiend Bray Wyatt. Of course, it feels like a rivalry that I actually am like, okay. It's like, yeah, sure, this works. They have a strong history past with each other. Bray Wyatt's been on this whole revenge crusade for people who scorned his original entity form and stuff like that. And I like the build up here. Braun just not being affected by Bray's like mind games and shit like that, just brushing it off like it's nothing. And I think it's been really interesting. I say it's Braun retaining mainly because it's not Fiend Wyatt, it's regular Bray Wyatt. I don't know. This easily could go either way. I could see Braun winning against Bray. Then the match ends and Fiend shows up because this has already probably been pre-recorded. Fiend shows up and then takes out Braun, and then that leads eventually into the next pay-per-view, which I think it's Backlash. I don't know. The next pay-per-view where then it's Fiend Strowman, and then they probably have like a no contest or something like that. I think it feels like it'll eventually lead to SummerSlam where like the Fiend Bray will take the title from Braun. But I feel like Braun retains tonight. What about you?
I think what's going to happen is Braun is going to go for like a couple of his power moves, and in the middle of like doing his slam to Bray, it's like 1, 2, and then the lights go out and Bray disappears, and then somewhere off in the distance you see the Fiend.
Yeah.
It's like something along the lines of, I realize now that I should be a monster to be
yeah.
But I think Braun retains.
If Braun retains, I feel like Fiend is going to show up, but Braun's still going to manage to retain the title against regular Bray Wyatt. We'll see where it goes. I believe all of this has been pre-recorded. I know the ladder match has been recorded for like a couple weeks. Like I think a couple to a few weeks now. The ladder, but I believe the rest has been pre-recorded already as well. I believe they've recorded everything. From what I heard, they've pre-recorded stuff up until tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. So we'll see. But yeah, I see. Yeah, we both agree. Bray losing, but then Fiend Bray showing up at the end to ruin Braun's victory lap, as it were. So Now the biggest events of the night. I'm going to mesh these two together, but we're going to talk about each individually. Of course, we're talking about the Money in the Bank ladder matches. One match. So we have the women's ladder match, which consists of Carmella, Shayna Baszler, or as this so elegantly mispronunciates it, Shayna Baszler, yeah, whatever. Alar, yeah. Nia Jax, Asuka, Dana Brooke, and Lacey Evans. Then on the men's side of things, we have Daniel Bryan, we have King Corbin, we have Otis, we have Aleister Black, AJ Styles, and Rey Mysterio. And like I said, I want Murphy in Mysterio's spot because I feel like, I feel like they need to build up Murphy. They already planted a bit on last Monday's Raw by Murphy saying that one day he will be better than Rollins. He actually legit said that on Monday at Raw, and having the briefcase could eventually lead to that plant growing full bloom, like come SummerSlam and him dicking over Rollins. But anyways, we're gonna start with the women's. So, okay, so my one, I'm gonna go with one to one. I want to win, the one I think's gonna win, and the one I want to win. Sometimes those vary for a lot of people. So the one I think's gonna win is obviously Shayna Baszler. Who are we kidding? It feels like they have better build with this than what they did with Elimination Chamber. I feel like they still want to use her. I know they said she's not hitting all the buttons.
They used her in Elimination Chamber. It was just to the point of overkill in the way they did it.
Yeah. Now, see, one I want to win is probably going to be a bit controversial because Becky brought up how she's going to showing up on Monday Night Raw to face off against whoever wins the women's Money in the Bank. So that leads me to my other one, which I'm trying to think. This hasn't actually happened yet. This match hasn't happened yet. And I think my one I want to win is Nia Jax. Because I'm trying to remember, did Becky ever get like a revenge match against Nia after what happened at that Survivor Series thing a couple years back?
Probably not. Or if there was such a thing, it wasn't probably a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's one because Nia makes sense. We can take my thing is we can take a breather from Baszler, and we can go to Nia because Nia's been away for over a year now. There is that rivalry. There is like with Strowman and Riot. There is that past there with Nia and Becky. Nia broke Becky's face. And yeah, she made Nia made Becky like a freaking superstar because of that. And look where we were at a year later, like a few months after that. And it feels like they never had that blow off match against each other. And now that they're on the same brand, and if Nia has the title, I mean not the title, but if Nia has the briefcase, that match could eventually happen. The first full match against each other, they'll finally clash. So, but like I said, one I think is going to win is Shayna. I feel like WrestleMania wasn't it, but I think not WrestleMania, but I think whoever next big pay-per-view is, I think that's where Shayna's going to cash in and win. I'm still not a big fan of the fact Becky won over Shayna, but I get for a fact that I heard rumors that Vince isn't exactly fully on board the Shayna train, hype train, I guess, or whatever. But okay, that was my opinion for women's. What's your two for women's? One you want to win, and one you most likely know is going to
win. Okay, so here's my complete random bullshit idea.
Okay, go on.
Carmella makes her way up to the ladder, and it's about to get the women's Money in the Bank briefcase.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, out of some random corner or just some random part of the building, James Ellsworth returns, gets the briefcase and the men's briefcase. So now he has both squadrons of Money in the Bank participants after him because he has both Money in the Bank briefcases.
So you're telling me, so let me get this straight. You're telling me that they're going to get Ellsworth to fly wherever he's at, went to WWE headquarters to film a spot where he doesn't just take the women's, he takes the men's, and then it's a Looney Tunes episode throughout it's a Scooby-Doo episode throughout the rest inside the building.
I mean, not the Scooby-Doo part. Like, they're going to acknowledge that Ellsworth is both Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just to screw with everyone.
Okay, are you sure this is Mo saying it, or is this demon guy saying this? Is this
Who
Mo?
knows? It could be both.
Okay, so that's who you want to win. Who do you think is going to win?
Shayna,
okay. Yeah.
I see it as being a very menacing kind of storyline for her, where she's spending all this time just terrorizing the champion. And it's like let's say the title changes hands multiple times and her still having Money in the Bank but not cashing it in. All she does is just go in and just like batter and bruise the champion.
Right.
Every single time. And it's just like, is she gonna cash it in? No, she's just there to break the champion's arm or damage the champion.
That's really freaking clever. Dude, that's really freaking clever. I could honestly see that, where it's like she doesn't cash in. She just shows up to beat the shit out of you and then leaves. Next week, she comes up, beats the shit out of Becky again, leaves. Just like, and then even some weeks, you don't even have to do that. Some like every other week, she could probably just show up to go, boo, to like try to scare Becky and stuff. And that could lead into like eventually her just out of nowhere, just nothing happens for like a few weeks until the next pay-per-view. Becky has a title match against Nia because Nia's pissed they never had their blow-off match or something like that. That's it. And then like Becky wins over Nia. She thinks it's all over. Q-Shan showing up, ruining her day and taking the title. So you are onto something, good sir. You're definitely onto something because that's a clever idea. They could easily build this up for a while, just to a point where
they decide to build it up at all.
We'll have to wait and see on that. I honestly like your idea. That's a really clever idea. What they can do with Shayna, instead of just her instantaneously cashing in like tomorrow night, she just fucks with Becky the rest. Not even just teases, just beats the shit out of her every once in a while, just because she feels like it.
Yeah.
Just to play because Becky brought up the whole like the reason she was acting so lax before like their Mania match is because she was playing coy. She was like trying to lure her into a trap, pretty much play mind games with her. And so this could be revenge of Shayna playing mind games with Becky now, like serious mind games. So yeah, I can honestly see that. Yeah. So we're both agreed. So for my one to win, for our ones to win is Shayna, but for our ones we want to win, it varies. So I have Nia. You have Ellsworth
to win it all.
Then we have the men's. So of course we brought the men's. So okay, we already know. I'm gonna start with you. We already know you want James Ellsworth, the one to win. You want to win. Who do you think is going to win?
All right, so run it by me. Who do we have in this one?
We got Daniel Bryan. We got Corbin. We got Otis. We got Aleister Black. We got Styles. We got Mysterio.
I don't see Mysterio winning just because he's done so much already. But he's definitely going to make a lot of people look good and do a lot of like high flying spots.
Yeah.
Otis, it'd be a long shot. Very much a long shot.
Yeah, if Otis wins, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my shit. I'm like, okay, I'm on board this. Let's go.
I mean, a lot of people are on board with Otis for just like everything lately. So for him to be Money in the Bank, that would be insane. That would be awesome. If this was happening in front of a live crowd, then I could imagine the crowd going crazy for that.
Yeah.
But I want to say, out of all of them, it's going to be Alistair. And that's mainly because of the mind games. Like, for the men, Alistair, I think out of that whole group, mind game master. That's like pretty much his thing. And I don't see Corbin, like, for him to be king of the ring, crowned king of the ring, and then like Money in the Bank too. I think that's a little bit much, and I don't think that would like work out as much as WWE would hope if that's the case.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Alistair.
You went with Alistair. Okay, so my one I want to win is Alistair. Like, they've been building this man up. He had the most surprisingly good match in the last few weeks on Raw with Apollo Crews, of all people. No offense, Apollo Crews. He had like a 30-minute match with, like a roughly close to 30-minute match with him. I mean, come on. I would love it for it to be Alistair, man. And like, he's a face too, but he's one of those faces, like, you can easily see him dicking over one of the two face champions right now. You can easily see him do it. Just out of nowhere, black mask, that's it, and the story, you know?
It's more of an anti-hero kind of feel.
Yeah, he definitely gives off more of that. That's who I want to win. Who I think's going to win is Corbin. Honestly, it's Corbin. He is quite possibly their best heel because everybody generally hates him. Like, legitimately, people hate Corbin, you know? He is classic heel. It's not like AJ Styles right now where he's a heel, but everybody loves him, you know? It's not, I can't think of another heel right now, but it's not like another heel where it's like everybody loves her, you know? Like Asuka. Everybody loves Asuka, you know? No.
Seth Rollins.
You know, Seth Rollins. Everybody loved that he was a heel again, and then they started clapping for him again, you know? Honestly, Corbin is the top heel, one of the top heels they have right now. Easily. People hate him. He's actually not that bad in the ring. He's above average in my opinion in the ring. Like, and he knows how to get under people's skin, and he does it really well. I'm not a fan of him, mainly because they gave him the king gimmick, like they do with every King of the Ring winner, which I think is stupid. But
Who gets it?
But I can see Corbin easily dicking over McIntyre or even Strowman. Find a way to dick him over. Like, for example, one good example is right now, because Sami Zayn decided to the IC title champion, you know, he decided to stay home. You know, he's now had Cesaro and Nakamura join Corbin, and right there off the bat, like, say if Corbin cashes in, guess what? You already have two people who hate Strowman. You're right there, so they can easily dick over Strowman, and they can easily help Corbin get the Universal title. So like I said, and he doesn't give a shit about like McIntyre either. He could still cash in McIntyre. That would be more legitimate, more him showing up and dicking him over, unless, hey guys, go get him, beat the shit out of him, and then I'll pin him. You know, kind of situation like with Strowman. But honestly, I see Corbin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah,
if Corbin was to be the winner, I think it would be it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be one of those things where he's just like decimated all of the opponents around him. It's more of like
takes advantage.
Yeah, he takes advantage. But
yeah, he takes advantage. He's not gonna. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be one of those spots where it's like somebody gets close to it and then they get knocked down. Everybody's down except for Corbin. Corbin goes up, grabs it, and that's it. You know. Well, yeah, but I say Corbin. So, one last note before we end this pre-show is that somebody has been looking at the hacker's cryptic messages, and one of his cryptic messages says May 10th, 2020. So we may be getting the whole like truth will be revealed thing because the hacker's been bringing up the fact that somebody's gonna backstab one of their friends. You know, they showed New Day, they showed Sasha and Bailey, and then they showed Dana and Carmella. Now I think it's gonna be Sasha and Bailey. Easily, it's gonna be Sasha and Bailey. It feels like the season already planned for that. Do you have a feeling it's going to be somebody, if they reveal themselves tonight, do you think it's going to be somebody besides what people are suggesting it's Ali?
Perfect time for Ellsworth, show back up. I mean, how do you get people to hate you even more when you show up? By hinting that maybe it's CM Punk, by saying that all these these friend groups are going to one of them's going to stab the other in the back. And it's just or Ali is going to make a return, but he's going to be evil or heel. It's no, it's Ellsworth again.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it's probably Ellsworth. I never thought in this entire pre-show conversation I'd be bringing up Ellsworth multiple times. I thought we were going to bring up the whole, they edited out Roman from when Rollins won the WWE title for the first time. Or something like that. I know we're talking about something like that. No, we're talking about Ellsworth possibly showing up and digging everybody over.
Are you saying that it happened differently from what WWE has shown? Because I always believe that what WWE puts out there is the truth. Why would they edit anything that they put out there? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what to tell you. So that's it for our pre-show, folks. Enjoy our kickoff reactions. Enjoy our main show reactions. And our demon friends, Buddy Mo, will be joining us for the remainder of the reactions. So enjoy our reactions, folks, and later.
Goes one-on-one with Cesaro, so I want to send it to ringside. Our first action of the night, we go to Michael Cole and Corey Graves. We are getting set for Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro. We welcome you to the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, and we welcome you to ringside for Friday Night SmackDown. Michael Cole and Corey Graves. And Corey, this next matchup is about redemption and also finally getting another chance.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's been very open that this last return to WWE could be his final run at greatness.
The entrances have been made a little bit weird, just because there's what looks to be code coming towards the screen.
Jeff Hardy said last Friday night here on Friday Night SmackDown that a lot of blows, but he's been a survivor in his career. He said the fans, hopefully they'll stick with me for one more good run here in WWE.
I spoke to Jeff Hardy several weeks back on my podcast after the bell, and Jeff sounds mentally as clear as he ever has. He said he physically feels great. This is his last chance at greatness.
By the way, congratulations after the bell, nominated for a Webby Award.
Appreciate it. You congratulate me when we win.
No, Angel, no, it's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro. So Cesaro would like this feel-good story to end on a sad note here tonight as part of the kickoff show for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Jeff Hardy, of course, has had issues with
Go.
Sheamus
No.
over the past number of weeks. Sheamus saying last week that Jeff Hardy is the saddest thing he has ever seen. He said that Jeff Hardy is, quote, begging dealers to give me one more sip off the bottle. And he said Sheamus wants to end Jeff Hardy's career.
Tonight, Cesaro would love to end Jeff Hardy's fairy tale with a reality check. Cesaro, obviously still on great terms, has a great deal of respect for his longtime tag team partner, Sheamus, multiple-time tag team champions here in WWE.
You see Jeff Hardy taking deep breaths in the corner. He realizes what is at stake tonight to make a very lasting impression on the WWE Universe. Bell rings, we're underway. Cesaro versus Hardy as we kick off the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event, part of the kickoff show here tonight. For Jeff Hardy, what does he need to do, Corey, to try to take out Cesaro?
Jeff needs to push the pace, but Hardy's also got to be cautious. Any cover
by Cesaro off the tackle kick out.
Jeff Hardy's got to be careful of any potential ring rust. It's been quite some time since Jeff's competed at this level in WWE. Could be a lot of downfalls waiting.
Over the past year, Jeff
I love how they bring up ring rust, and it's like, oh, they just showed right back up. They returned. They didn't rehab. They didn't get back in wrestling. No, they came right back. So, like, hopefully their ring rust doesn't affect them. It's like, it's not like they, spent a month or two, getting their ring stuff back in shape and everything. No, they just came right back into the Lion's Den.
I mean, in the case of Jeff, I guess it makes the most sense. But it's like, for most everyone else that doesn't struggle with any kind of issues like that, seems like a lot of recovery from whatever injury they have, and then just back to working out and training. So
yeah.
The only time I could see, I don't know, ring rust is such a weird term to throw about if someone hasn't been someone hasn't been wrestling for like years, then I could see it.
Right.
Maybe he's a hair slower than before. Maybe Jeff's inside of his own mind. Maybe it's the nerves. But you cannot afford a mistake such as this when you're dealing with Cesaro.
There's again the power of Cesaro, and look as he just dumps.
Did you happen to watch this past week's AEW?
I still haven't seen it. I was trying to catch up with stuff, and I already know what happens because everybody's sharing that same freaking image online. I know something bonkers happens, but I haven't seen Dynamite yet. No. I wish. I gotta see it, but no, I haven't seen Dynamite. This week's Dynamite yet. I did catch up with Being the Elite. I saw that Matt versus Nick Jackson match. What did you think of that match?
I honestly have not, a lot of the outside shows and stuff involving wrestling, I don't really check out because it's just it's too much for me. Because it's like, if I were to take in everything involving just WWE and AEW, it'd be doing the AEW podcast with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone? What? Him and Aubrey Edwards. And then there's Being the Elite, and there's probably Jim Ross's podcast. For WWE, it would be The Bump, WWE Backstage, any other I guess shows that aren't NXT, Raw, or SmackDown, if they have any of those still going on. Sometimes it's just, if this became my job, if we were doing this and we were paid pretty well, then I could see myself devoting more time to it. But just being a fan, it's a little much.
Yeah, it's I want to watch NWA. I want to watch NWA Power. I want to watch some more New Japan stuff I haven't seen before. I want to watch more, but then it's I can only take so much Like, unless I'm being legit paid for this, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do and just watch what I can watch. And if I miss it, I'm still like 2 or 3 episodes behind like NXT UK, and like I want to get to it, but then like I want to do also a whole bunch of other stuff too.
Speaking of Power, do you know if what's going on with that? Because I'm pretty sure I'm like subscribed to NWA. I don't know if Billy Corgan decided that it's like until like people can come back that he's like suspended the show or whatever. I don't know. Like the only wrestling that I'm aware of that's still going on is WWE and AEW. Like I don't think I've heard anything involving TNA doing the same thing where it's like empty arena matches.
Yeah, I think they pre-recorded a whole shit ton of stuff, and like hell, their main champion's not even gonna be on TV for like next 2 months because of how much they record without her. You know, so.
So yeah, I've been a while back. I bought season 3 of Lucha Underground on Amazon, and I had been going through that for a little bit. Like, have you checked any? Like, have you watched any of Lucha Underground?
I've watched the first few episodes. When I believe it's still on Netflix. I watched the first 2 episodes, but I never jumped back in. It's not that it's bad. I just never. Everything else just became a distraction. Yeah.
It's like I'm watching season 3, going through that, and there's like getting all of season 3. It's like I don't know if season 3 on Amazon is season 3 and 4 in TV time, and they just combined it into one season on Amazon.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then I have like the last 2 seasons of Lucha Underground. If not, and it's like I have a whole nother season to go. And that season, like the 4th season, which was the last one, seems to have more, I want to say recognizable names, at least to me.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be season 4 has Sammy Guevara in it, and it'd be interesting to see like how he went about doing things before he was in AEW. I know it's not going to be that much different, but it's interesting to see him wrestle in another company that isn't AEW.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if Matanza, who is if you remember, he's supposed to be Dario Cueto's brother. That's Jeff Cobb.
Ooh, I like Jeff Cobb. I saw a lot of his. I know he was on there, and I saw a lot of his when he was in the G1 last year. I saw all of his G1 matches. I think he's surprising. I was amazed at how like talented he is.
And then, so I just came across. So in season 3, there's a couple appearances by Io Shirai and Kairi Sane.
Yeah, I heard about Kairi. I didn't know about Io. I heard about Kairi.
Yeah, so story-wise, Pentagon, who goes by Pentagon Dark at this point, he broke the arm of this one wrestler, this one woman, and she's out to get her revenge against him and calls upon like the Black Dragon Triad. I think is what the group is called. And it's the woman who got her arm broken initially by Pentagon, and then three who they all wear black, like black wrestling, skin tight black wrestling gear. But when I saw them ambush Pentagon during one of his matches, I noticed Kyrie, and I was wondering like who a couple of the other women were, and I looked it up, and one of them is Io. And then eventually there's a whole episode where Pentagon is supposed to like kind of get payback for it, and they're also get payback on him. And he has to go through a gauntlet match, so he has to wrestle all four of the women. And so it's one-on-one matches, and when he's fighting Kairi Sane, it's like she does her insane elbow, like a couple of times, and it's like, all right. I haven't checked out when he faces Io yet.
I think they called it the Twist of Fate. They didn't call it the Twist of Fury, so they got their head out of their ass about that.
They called it Twist of Fury.
There was before he left, Jeff. There was a match he had where like they called it the Twist of Fury for some reason, and then Matt Hardy later had to say, "It's okay if you guys use Twist of Fate. I don't mind." You know, it's like, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop my brother from like using that name of that move. I guess they went, okay, yeah, I guess it was kind of stupid.
Like WWE did that? Like they called it Twist of Fury so they wouldn't have to call it Twist of Fate?
That's what people assumed. Even Matt Hardy assumed that, and that's where he went online and went, I didn't disallow them to use the Twist of Fate name.
I mean, it's again going back to Lucha Underground, like they will specifically reference like events and other promotions, like the announce. So, how far into the Hardy Cesaro match are you?
It has been roughly like 15 minutes.
I mean, like what are you seeing now? Because
right now they're on outside the ring, and Cesaro is trying to get So Jeff reversed Irish whip into the steel steps.
Okay. Since it's pre-show, I'll just tell you that Hardy won.
Ooh, nice. It's actually been a good match.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a not a squash match, but like a shorter match than this. It's been good.
Well, I mean, if it was a shorter match, that would have to be like, okay, then, because we know Cesaro has the endurance, but that would be like saying like Jeff Hardy needs to build back up his endurance, his match endurance, which would be why it would be a shorter match. Because it's not like either of them would like squash the other. Cesaro's a big dude, but he's not like overpowered Jeff Hardy big. But what I was saying before was the announce team. It took me a moment to realize that Matt Stryker, for Lucha Underground, was also like, I didn't watch WWE much around the time that Matt Stryker was actually a commentator, but
Same here.
I had heard stories that he was that are willing and able to wrestle without, like, they're not injured, they're not out because of injury, and they're willing to wrestle even with the whole situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you know about how the like the YouTube algorithm kind of works out for some of this stuff?
Yeah. Blood is kind of like mixed right now. Like some Mortal Kombat fans have to like gray out or green up the blood that's shown in the trailers and footage they play.
Well,
I know our friend Nancy is dealing with the whole Copa thing because like hers isn't she doesn't consider her as kid friend. She doesn't consider her as for kids.
well, yeah,
But YouTube does. So yeah, I definitely know about the algorithm.
well, it's not like you have to mark your videos as such. Like you can't just leave it alone. You're supposed to like if you don't think it's for kids, you're supposed to mark it not for kids or
Yeah. And that's the problem Nancy faces is that she doesn't mark it for kids. She still considers it for kids, but she considers it for everyone. But she doesn't mark it for kids. And then YouTube gets on her butt because like they consider it for kids and they think she's violating that. You know, it's like what? Makes no sense.
Okay. By the way, it's going to be starting the tag team match.
God, how many seconds are you above me? I'm still in the middle of the intro. I'm like,
New Day
what?
Be the first one to come out. But I wanted to say from what I've seen from other YouTube channels I watch, don't say the name of the virus, don't say COVID.
Yeah, I know. We've just been saying pandemic.
I would probably just say the situation.
Yeah, we go with pandemic or situation. That seems to work.
I mean, like don't do pandemic, do situation, just because also there's like some BS movie called Plandemic that was taken off the YouTube. So YouTube might flag your stuff if you keep saying pandemic. But not here nor there. The tag stuff is right now. Lucha House Party is coming out.
God damn, how many minutes are you ahead of me? Jeez. I'm gonna try because I look like I already time stamped when this started, so I'm just gonna try resetting it, see if that gets me a bit more ahead. I'm not more ahead, just more balanced.
Yeah.
Because like I said, my bird's not really using the footage or audio. That's why I'm trying to timestamp everything as best I can. So I'm gonna try that.
Dirt sheets are coming out. Well, Miz is coming out first.
Refresh. See if that helps. Yes, play live. Okay, yeah. Yeah, John Morrison just coming out for me now.
Yeah, he's coming out now.
Yeah.
And they do the slowdown for both Miz and Morrison.
Okay, so I'm a bit more closer to where you're at.
You might be like right where I'm at because now they're climbing the steps.
They're still in slow-mo shot for me. No, now they're just getting into the ring.
Okay.
So I'm more like a few seconds behind now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's better at least.
Let's see. Finally, the Forgotten Sons.
Yeah, we're about like a second or so like close to each other now.
Are you recording or?
Yeah. Of course I'm recording. Of course I'm recording. You know.
What
the hell is Big E doing on that corner?
Don't worry about that. That may or may not come into play later.
Don't tell me you're ahead now.
No.
Oh, that may come into play. Oh yeah, Shattered Dreams, all that.
No, wait. Anybody here gonna do Shattered Dreams? I don't see. I don't imagine any of them doing that.
Which means there'll be 2 men in the ring. And Corey almost got knocked off his chair here as Big E tossed his jacket to ringside. Nonetheless, to get back to the rules as Corey tries to put his headset back on. The rules of this go like this. 2 men will be in the ring. They can tag anybody. Doesn't have to be their teammate. They can tag anyone else into this matchup. First team to gain pinfall or submission will win the tag team titles. And don't forget
Oh, yeah.
countouts.
Addendum on my notes so my brother would know that like I slightly like skipped forward. So like luckily for me, like as soon as it started playing again, it's right when like Morrison's intro starts. So
So here we go. Fatal 4-way match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Kofi Kingston will start things
So
off. Grand Metalik.
Michael referenced Juventud, which is like,
yeah, trust me, I'm hearing it too. We're I think we're like only like a second or so like between.
but I mean, not just like in terms of like syncing up, but it was like I was thinking Hoovy or Psychosis, which I do actually have a Psychosis mask.
Nice. So this is live. Okay, so I was wrong. This isn't this stuff isn't pre-recorded. Okay. I love Cole. Feels like Cole had to pause, look at his notes, and go, "That was a nice move by Grand Metalik." It feels like he kind of forgot his name for a split second.
I mean, that's one thing you have to give to commentators, because it's like I don't know, like we don't know what their setup is like, but it's one thing to be on a constant basis having to call matches with people that are like you still haven't gotten the hang of recognizing, I guess, or acknowledging. Like if you don't, it's not on par with like sports team announcers like in the NBA or NFL, because of the fact that you have a constant rotating stock of athletes that you have to try and like acknowledge every time they do something major. But it's still just like overall kind of commendable to where it's like, okay, this person, this name, like you may not interact with them personally, but you have to know their name, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, it's like hard not to recognize Grand Metalik right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're a couple seconds. You're definitely a few seconds ahead of me still. Ooh, nice, very nice. Spanish Fly onto a whole bunch of people outside of it. Nice, really good.
Look at this once more. I don't know who.
Like, see, for example, if Moro was there, I think he would have flipped out, but he would have still said like it was a Spanish Fly off the top rope. They didn't even say that. They just, oh, look at that move.
I mean, they I feel like that's another thing. It's like you also have to have kind of a passion for it, where it's like if you've seen a Spanish Fly multiple times, then it's kind of just like Spanish Fly. I mean, it's cool, but it's Spanish Fly. You did it. Whereas for some commentators, you're just like, oh my God, Spanish Fly, oh my God. And they're just like,
yeah, I'll admit that's one down to Moro. it feels like there's a couple of times where it feels like it's a bit much.
Is an Achilles injury some sort of code for video game addiction, Cole? Tag. And here comes Wesley Blake. I heard that Woods didn't even want to show up to fight the first.
Corey, goddammit, he's injured. He's still injured. The fuck's wrong with you?
Is it enough to win the tag team titles in a
It's like, of course you don't want him here. You don't want to fight Forgotten Sons. Yeah, because he still has a messed up leg right now.
You know what? We don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's a leg. He walked to the ring.
Like personally, like I can't wait to just see him back. Even if he doesn't still wrestle for another few months, I just personally can't wait to see him back. You know, in more of a managerial role for a bit before he gets back into the ring. It just sometimes this doesn't feel the same without Xavier. It really doesn't. I mean, the man plays a trombone to the ring. You can't forget that.
Well, I mean, of course you can't forget that, but it's just like, I don't know. I'd also heard rumors about how they were supposedly trying to break up the New Day, and it's just like, that seems a little bit much. But it would be interesting to have the New Day and the Forgotten Sons with a constant back and forth.
Yeah.
Because then you have 2 3-man teams in the tag team division, and you know, the whole Freebird rule would kind of give a little bit of variety to things, whereas everyone else is just 2-man teams, or like if they're in a, like, it seems like that's typically what happens. Is that I don't know the.
Oh, that was nice. Sorry, go on.
No, I don't know the exact logistics of like the Freebird. Like, is it just a 3-person team, or is it like a 4-person team, or something like that? Because, you know, you have like you could have like a large group of people. And, like what if the Undisputed Era, like, they took advantage of it and it was like 4 people? Then it's just like you have kind of a variety, a switch up in terms of who can defend the title, if they had the title or anything like that.
Yeah.
Miz down for the moment, and Kofi firing up now. Boom drop time, center of the ring. There it is, right across the chest of the Miz.
Back your ass up. Back your ass up.
Trying to rally the New Day. Miz is stunned, not quite sure where he is. Trouble in paradise, though. Miz grabbed him. Miz caught him. Miz looking maybe for the figure 4 leg lock on Kofi Kingston. And tag made. Cutler's legal. Tag made. Here's Big.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact they're like giving Forgotten Sons a title attempt this far into their main event run so far. But, you know, from what I've heard about the from that Jericho podcast with the Revolt, their tag team division, it needs a lot of work. Along with their other divisions, but that's WWE for you.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like with the situation that's going on, like, some people are getting spotlights that, from a historic perspective, if you're coming from like NXT, it seems like it takes a while before WWE decides to bring you up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, how do you look in your like first couple of matches? Do you look strong? Do you look like you're like as much of a threat as you were when you were NXT, or are you just like for the bigger teams?
Yeah.
And I feel like this situation has allowed different wrestlers to kind of still be able to showcase their stuff, because it's like nobody's going to check out these teams if you treat them the way that you've been treating over the years.
Yeah.
Which is why, like,
Ooh, nice.
there it's like if you treat the Forgotten Sons here like they're nothing, then nobody's going to. It's kind of all for nothing if they end up getting beat like horribly in this match.
Yeah.
Enough for the Lucha House Party to win the tag team titles. King of the Ropes drops the elbow. Cover by Metalik.
Ooh.
And Blake breaking things up. Forgotten Sons keeping their opportunity alive, breaking up with.
Gotta feel great for Wesley Blake, finally on the main roster after so long.
Drop through the sky, and Big E is still in a bad way. Corey, this has been an incredible pace in this match, and the Forgotten Sons now perhaps going to slow things down to their liking. I think the Sons need to pick up the pace. You're not going to have long with just Big E on his own in the ring. And Big E
Ooh, I hope he's okay. He hit the side that hard.
He's all right. Maybe.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, Jackson Riker just interfered.
there are no disqualifications in a fatal four-way, but you can still be thrown out.
The rules are weird for a fatal four-way tag match. They're weird. At least with like any other match, it would be fine. Did you hear that weird audio thing with Michael Cole? Or it kind of sounded like he was distant? Huh.
No.
Sorry. For a split second, it was like, it sounded less like he was talking into his mic and more like he was talking 5 feet away from his mic.
The big power.
The power.
I mean, that was an entertaining match.
Yeah, entertaining. Yeah. That's fun. I just love how nobody got back up to try to stop anybody. It's everybody automatically down. There's like 5 guys outside that could have stopped that. That was fine.
I mean, if you check out the replay, Kofi did stop someone from coming in.
Well, remember Forgotten Sons, and that was it.
I feel like that was a decent run for a match, because if it can't go on for too long. There's plenty of other matches that are happening, and I'm sure the longest running match is going to be the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, do you think that someone is going to hit someone else with? So it's taking place at WWE headquarters.
Yes.
From what I understand, there are parts of the headquarters that contain old memorabilia kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think that someone is going to get attacked with a piece of memorabilia? Not something that's just like, oh, this is like a really one-of-a-kind kind of piece that was part of history. But like, I don't know, someone tries to choke someone out with Andre the Giant singlet or something like that.
this may be my first Money in the Bank ladder match, but it is just the match that I was made to win.
In your opinion, what will be your reaction to Lacey winning the ladder match?
More specifically, by the United States Marine Corps, where I have learned to victory is
Damn, I left you speechless.
Well, it's like I don't know how it
and I have been trained
would fit with her character
only analyzing
because it's like
but studying their weaknesses.
I mean, I could see her winning because she could just show up and deck Bailey in the face and take the title from her.
Now I am ready to fight my way to the roof of Titan Tower, climb that
I mean, she could always talk about how it's her right to win the Money in the Bank.
championship match anytime that I want. So Bailey, that means this woman's right is ready for you anytime.
I don't know. I really don't see it coming. I mean, it would definitely be a surprise.
Welcome my guest. He is the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. Hello, Drew. I'm doing good. How are you?
First of all, a big happy Mother's Day to all those mothers in the world. Please continue.
Very nice of you. I'd like to talk about your match tonight. It's your first title defense since WrestleMania, and it was there that you defeated the only superstar to have held an NCAA title, the WWE title, Universal title, also a UFC title, that of course being the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Tonight, you face another very talented superstar, this one also having held numerous titles, and he has defeated Brock Lesnar. You know I'm talking about Seth Rollins. So because of all of these facts, a lot of people are considering you an underdog despite you being a champion. What are your thoughts on this?
Underdog? Do I look like an underdog? I'm kidding.
I mean,
Get it.
previous him looked like an underdog. First run WWE, McIntyre looked like an underdog.
You're absolutely right. Seth Rollins is one of the most talented.
This McIntyre looks like if you look at him the wrong way, you can shove your head up, your own head up your ass.
Well, I mean, this McIntyre is the modern day Maharaja and has kids.
This little thing called passion,
How would you feel if they started up a rivalry between him and Mahal?
called the WWE Championship. I have worked my entire life.
Does that mean their past is there? So you already have your foundation.
Speaking of the past, I do like how the past gimmicks and stuff like that
Yeah.
being brought up between like wrestlers and kind of rivalries, because it's not like
Yeah.
so the R-Truth versus MVP match is happening.
On wait, this made but that other really good match on jeez. What's up? What's up?
Maybe it was like MVP was just like, nah, you guys aren't putting me on pre-show. Or we're putting you on pre-show if there's a chance that these matches run long. And it's like tag team match didn't run long enough for them not to do this match. It might end up being a squash match. Like R-Truth is going pretty long with his rap.
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah, this caught me off guard. Oh, we had the timestamp right. That caught me off guard. Woo!
Don't cheer for that. He's playing to an empty arena. Solve his solutions.
Truth has a vivid imagination. We can call it that. R-Truth ready for competition here tonight on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing 200
Hey, Samoa Joe. Did you hear what Lawler's excuse was for the ramen noodle moonsault comment?
Oh. What was it?
Apparently he wanted. Okay, cool. It's Backlash next. He wanted this. He was trying to get like a back and forth verbatim. Started with Phillips and Saxton apparently. So that's why he said incorrectly, and they didn't respond. Because he's according to him, he's used to doing stuff like that with other commentary he's worked on. But when he did it here, they didn't respond.
I mean, I feel like if you have I feel like in terms of the company attitude, my impression would be like he could get away with calling something a ramen noodle moonsault, but if any of those other guys like went in on it, they'd get in trouble. Or like maybe he has a history of getting upset at people for like correcting him or something along the lines where it's like they would not be in a good situation if they had responded to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is all for the Bobby Lashley, I guess, to show up.
I guess so.
Bobby Lashley is the hacker.
No. Could you imagine if he was, though? That would be so stupid.
He got tired of, after, Rusev, after he eliminated Rusev from the scene, he was just like, you know what? I'm going to learn some new skills. And then he decided to take up computer programming and learned how to hack.
Oh, okay, so now it's Lashley versus MVP. No, sorry, not Lashley MVP. Lashley R-Truth. How come I...
So, I mean, I didn't think it was going to be a squash match between MVP and R-Truth. But this is going to be a squash match.
Yeah, this one's like, yeah, squash match. Eh. See, that's what's great with Lashley. He's having marital problems, and he's taking it out on everybody else. He's venting. He's doing his own method of venting.
I mean, it's something different, I guess. I don't know how often I've seen, like, this wrestler is having marital problems, so he's going to just beat up everyone in the locker room.
If you know how to project it, if you know how to utilize it, and it looks like Bobby Lashley has discovered how to utilize all that anger. And poor R-Truth, the recipient. And now Bobby Lashley trying to set up here. Look at this, hoisting R-Truth over his head. Oh, no. He's trying to show off.
Ooh.
Go for the stalling suplex.
That should be it.
And them's the breaks. So that was the worst match of the night so far. Joe, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made all around, but you know, there had to be a match. Have you listened to R-Truth's latest song?
Mm-mm.
I forget what it is, but I came across it because I was scrolling through my Instagram and it was recommend. It showed up kind of as an advertisement. I think one of the other wrestlers was promoting it for him.
Yeah.
Kind of wonder how many times they're going to play this here.
And they're just trying to consistently bring in the fact that, hey, WWE's getting involved.
Canada's frontline workers, Melissa McQueen,
Although, like, there'd be a few things that would be at least delayed or more. I don't know, this situation it's kind of exasperated
Yeah.
by WWE, specifically because we know that they had a hand in making sure that the government had given them a pass in order to do what they're doing now. Like in all honesty, I would rather this have been like either delayed or pushed back if they weren't allowed.
Yeah.
Like orders, if everything was stayed in place before the exceptions were made for this, I would have been fine with just going over their old stuff or them doing new things, maybe not wrestling related, like not physically wrestling, but if they did something WWE related, I guess, but didn't, you know, still had the distancing and the mindset of what's going on in their heads.
Yeah.
But we're watching it now, so it's kind of I feel like it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
Do you think that Corbin specifically got tapestries to put up for his backdrop?
No. I feel like he intentionally put those up for his own personal preferences. They just fit his character now. That's coming. That's a t-shirt. King Money in the Bank, that's a t-shirt waiting to happen.
And there is Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and of course the boss, Sasha Banks. Bayley will defend her SmackDown Women's title in a matter of moments against Tamina right here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event.
Tonight you defend your title.
Tamina, yeah, I know. And you want to talk about how dominant she is? Blah, blah, blah. I know that you guys are fast friends because she was on your show, but we have things to do.
Well, Bayley, speaking of friends, Sasha's always had your back. But on Friday night in your tag team match against Tamina and Lacey Evans, it was Sasha's unsuccessful attempt to neutralize Lacey that led to Tamina pinning you for the victory. So, Sasha, I've got to ask, did Bayley blame you for that loss?
What the hell? No, I did not blame her. I don't blame you. Look, I
Er.
see what I can do here just like all these other idiot sheep out there. But all you got to know is tonight I'm going to beat Tamina because I am the most dominant women's
Are you an idiot sheep?
Okay, ding dong. We gotta go.
Well, it would have been nice if Bailey allowed Sasha to actually answer the question. Well, Bailey has been SmackDown Women's Champion for 211 days.
Apparently, Bailey, somebody posted up all of Bailey's accolades into like one wallpaper, and she's like actually gotten a lot of stuff done. Like women's triple crown, first women's Grand Slam, tag team champ, successful Money in the Bank with cash in, NXT Women's Championship, SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships, women's. She's actually done a lot, you know.
Will Tamina be any different? We're about to find out. Bailey, the only woman in WWE history to have held the NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's title, the tag team titles, and of course, as I mentioned before, Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I already brought that up, Michael Cole. Jesus Christ, quit repeating me.
He should listen to you.
She listens to me a lot more, man. Get it through this quicker.
Record reign as the Raw Women's Champion. It gets to the point of what Bailey's talking about. And here is the powerhouse Tamina, who defeated
I don't think I've ever heard Tamia's entrance theme before.
against Bailey. It has been a very
Huh.
emotional week.
It's alright.
Numerous interviews about
I mean, you,
for 10 years.
in the back of your mind, you probably have. It's just that usually she's brought out as, like to decimate someone, or she's not around in the match long enough.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Pacific Islands, Tamina. And her opponent, accompanied by Sasha Banks from San Jose, California. She is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. Yeah, very mature Bayley moments ago in the introduction of Tamina. And what role, if any, will Sasha Banks play in this matchup tonight? I still believe, Corey, that the reason Bayley's champion.
Do you know if the women's championship has, like, you know how the WWE Championship, they usually have like the champions plates on the sides of the belt?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah,
know
they,
if they do that for the women's, right?
yeah, they do it for the women's too. Yeah.
Not sure if that is how you want to treat Tamina.
Is therapy working? Is therapy working?
And Bayley going right after Tamina in the early going, but Tamina looking to use her power. Chase Bayley across the ring and a blow right to the back of the neck. And just that quickly, Tamina can change the complexion of a matchup. That's the kind of power she possesses. And Tamina kick right to the midsection of Bayley, and Tamina looks to end this matchup early against the SmackDown Women's Champion. And now Bayley, the smart strategy by the champion, looking for a sleeper hold, trying to.
Yeah, that's how she beat Nia. When they first fought each other.
Backing Bayley into the corner to break the hold.
Man, they should let it work twice.
Tamina floats into the cover. Here's the hook of the leg and a kick out. We saw Tamina 2 nights ago, Friday night on SmackDown, Corey, actually pin the women's champion Bayley in a tag team matchup.
It was a tag team match, a little bit of a different scenario, but had to do wonders for the confidence of the challenger.
So at one point, I look at the ref, and it's like there's a certain part of this where she has like the meanest look, like she's about to fight someone.
Yeah.
I find that entertaining.
Yeah, it is very entertaining.
Unsure look on the face of the champion. Again, she hasn't been able to solve Tamina yet in this match.
Tamina right now just drawing the line in the sand, calling Bayley forward, saying, let's do this.
And a
It is weird that Tamina's first ever championship win in WWE is the 24/7 title. And that was only for like one night. He should have more accolades by now, to be honest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why? So why do you think she should have more accolades by now? Is it because of
How long she's been with the company?
okay?
Yeah, I mean, because like you look at all three members of like 3MB, for example, and they've been there for a while, especially Slater. And Slater has some accolades, like mainly tag team title wins, but you know he has accolades. You know,
'Cause
Cesaro.
I wasn't sure if you were like focusing on her tenure, like how long she's been there.
Yeah,
or-
like how long she's been there. I think she probably should have had more accolades by this point.
Applauding the effort here by the SmackDown Women's Champion. Bayley continually trash-talking her opponents throughout the full match. Notice how Bayley that time, Corey, hooked the bad leg. Smart move by the champion. To be perfectly honest, it might be
She heard Cole. She's a smart move, and she goes, "Smart move." Yeah.
minimizing the likelihood she can actually kick out again. Don't say that too loud. She'll start yelling at you.
See, Cole picked that up on it too.
And Bayley right to the shoulder. A knee by Bayley drags Tamina toward the middle of the ring. And Bayley continuing to just pound away. Very physical and aggressive champion. Cover. Hook of the leg on Tamina.
So do you think that Sasha will have anything to do with how this finishes, or if it will be like she has some part in damaging Tamina?
I feel like she's gonna almost cost Bayley, but then like Bayley's still gonna retain. You know, I don't know how exactly, but she's gonna probably interfere, like try to interfere, help Bayley out a bit, and almost cost Bayley. That's my best guess.
Adrenaline starting to flow through the challenger's body. Here she comes into the corner, backing it up, and Bayley now suffering the abuse at the hands of Tamina. Bayley's SmackDown Championship reign could be in jeopardy if Tamina can keep the pressure going.
It's funny they haven't reignited. Oh,
Great counter. Bayley wants to. She's looking for. It looks like a knee bar. She needs to adjust her grip.
that looks like a grapevine ankle lock.
I mean, I think it is, but of course it's going to be not there much longer.
Yeah, but it's just funny how like Bayley and Sasha haven't really reignited their rivalry since like NXT.
I feel like to make it more meaningful, it has to be there has to be like one huge moment where it just
Betrayal,
happens.
pretty much.
Maybe not betrayal, but it's just like this was like everyone wants it to happen because it's a repeat of NXT, but I feel like in order to make the most out of it, the tension has to be there, but also there has to be like a little bit more. Like it can't just be like, oh, you guys did this in NXT, so now
Yeah.
on the main roster, it's more like you guys had this in NXT. You guys have been kind of working through it, and you've been partners for a while, helping each other out. And then there's this one instance where it's like, no more. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sick of carrying you, or I'm sick of you hanging on to me, sick of you getting in my way, something like that. And then they're just like,
Yeah.
let's do this.
10 years, my ass. Hey, see, Bailey was even hearing me. Oh no, the water bottle's getting involved.
Some nice Florida water.
Zephyr Hills brand water.
That's uncalled for. This is a championship match. Defend the title. Get in the ring, Bailey. Come on.
Cole, shut up. I'm an Aquafina user. Zephyr Hills is crap.
If this was an action movie, I feel like it would be like it was
yeah,
bad,
I just noticed that this. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You were saying?
if it was a bad action movie, I feel like I need to hear Tamina say, "How about some H2 pain?"
Yeah.
Tamina trying to do what she can to get Bailey back into the ring here. Oh, look out! Bailey said right over our table! Right over our table, crashing into the...
One thing I just realized is that they don't they're not doing the whole destroy the table kind of thing now.
Yeah. You think they would have done it by now?
I think because that particular announcer's table is like made of sturdier stuff and is meant to be there compared to all the other times where they have the multi-language crew.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, so this is how she's gonna retain.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
All right.
Roll up. Yeah, that's about what I expected. It was a better match than I thought it was going to be. But
it was all right. It was. I don't know how much it helped that it was to be expected, but I will be right back.
But again, I think you can give the assist to Sasha Banks. Bailey's still the SmackDown Women's Champ. Yeah, Tamina could have kept her focus on the champion, on the task at hand, and not let the boss get in her head. Tamina might be the champion right now, but once again,
hey, where'd you go?
Best friends pay dividends for one another. Say what you want about their relationship. Nonetheless, Bailey is still the SmackDown Women's Champion, thanks to Sasha Banks here tonight after a very game effort by Tamina. Yeah, Tamina certainly came to fight tonight, and it looked as though for a moment we were going to have a new champion, but Bailey, veteran instincts, able to shift her momentum, stack Tamina's shoulders on top of herself, and then here we see the aftermath. Sasha Banks.
That was good. One of the better Tamina matches I've seen, I guess. That's about what I expected.
Well, again, I think if you're Bailey and I think if the SmackDown Women's Champion, you should be doing this. You should be clapping for Sasha Banks because Bailey's still the champ thanks to the boss. You changed your tune, Cole. Congratulations. You should have seen your face, Cole. You were so scared.
No. It's not. Okay. that there was going to be a hacker thing there. Never mind.
Drew McIntyre knows who I am. Drew McIntyre knows what I am capable of. And most importantly, deep down in his heart, Drew McIntyre understands that it is my destiny to defeat him tonight to become the WWE Champion. And in spite,
There's something about Seth Rollins, his face, that looks different.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Bitch. Sorry, my screen froze. Not for Zoom, but for the network.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I'm so used to the long hair over the eyes, like half black, half blonde look. But seeing him like up close, hair tied back, all dark, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it plays more into his Jesus, so-called Jesus persona.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is ready for the entire world to sing his praises. Much like the whole world, sports and beyond is talking about that documentary about the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan. Well, we here in WWE, we've got a Michael Jordan of our own, but you guys might know him as The Undertaker.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the world is a buzz. Everyone is talking about what's going to happen tonight. It is part one of a 5-part special event. The Undertaker, The Last Ride, a series more than 3 years in the making. For the first time ever, The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, gave WWE cameras full access behind the scenes and into the personal life of the man behind the Phenom.
Now, this is an emotional, inspirational, at times downright shocking look into the making of a WWE legend.
I had an opportunity to get a sneak peek at part one. It is absolutely incredible. It gave me goosebumps. Part one tonight, right here on the WWE Network, immediately following Money in the Bank. But switching gears now, Friday Night SmackDown. We have a Universal.
Oh, here we go. Strowman Wyatt.
This is a matchup that is personal. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of history, a lot of ill will. It is a story that played out inside the Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, well, this is just
yeah,
repeat of pre-show vignette.
Once upon a time, there was a black sheep. The apocalypse walks among you in the form of a black sheep. Now, the shepherd, he raised the black sheep. And in return, the black sheep protected the shepherd's farm. Run. They had a lot of fun together. Lynn, there is no and then. You don't know anything about me. The truth is, Wyatt was threatened by me back then. Then he should be even more threatened by me now.
After 4 SummerSlam, Strowman wins the title. It is the time of Braun Strowman.
I'm done with these puppets and this Firefly Funhouse. If you've got something to say to me, Bray, then come down to this ring and say it to my face.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you Sunday.
Jesus Christ, that's so hilarious when Strowman does that.
Now, last time at Bray Wyatt, this version was in a pay-per-view that I had seen.
Yeah.
It was that match that pretty much brought about the return of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
If you remember, where it was a match versus The Miz, and then it was just kind of like awful.
You guys doing a good job, no matter what anybody tells you.
Thank you, Bray. Inspirational words from Bray Wyatt. Nonetheless, a story that is very personal, a lot of jealousy, a lot of history, a lot of ill will.
I think it's far more complicated than that, Michael Cole. In my opinion, this is something like when a parent has to punish a child. This is going to hurt Bray Wyatt much more than it hurts Braun.
I'm pretty excited about it overall. Yeah?
God damn, he's 385 pounds? Fuck.
Well, you know how sometimes that may not be completely accurate.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably like a few pounds less, at least.
No, I was thinking he might be a few pounds more just because of the muscle.
Yeah, you could be right.
Although I didn't think about how big Bray Wyatt was billed at.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt telling Braun Strowman that I just wanted an apology, that I always cared about you. And as a good creator, I will continue to care about you throughout your entire life. You need to come back home. Those the words of Bray Wyatt.
As far as I can tell, Bray Wyatt looks at Braun Strowman much like Icarus, who flew too close to the sun. Will tonight be the downfall of the monster among men? Will we see a new Universal Champion? We are about to find out in moments.
And there is the Universal Championship, which Bray Wyatt calls a burden that is around the waist of Braun Strowman. And the matchup now underway.
That like it. Before you go choke. Shut up.
Deal with the mind games.
Wyatt out of the corner strong. These two bulls locking horns in the center of the ring, and once again Strowman too powerful.
Yeah, the power of Strowman, and then a big right hand delivered to Wyatt. And Strowman with a shoulder tackle.
To this point, Braun showing no sort of compassion toward the man he once looked at as a father figure.
No shit.
In his own twisted ways.
He gets some kind of sick pleasure from this. Of course he does.
Yeah, no shit.
Strowman told me earlier that he worked long and hard many years to finally win the Universal Championship, and he is not going to lose it here tonight. Bray Wyatt, though, fighting. And one thing we've learned about Wyatt is Wyatt has an explosive temper. And another big shoulder tackle by the monster among men.
Certainly an explosive temper. Could be argued a speed advantage in this particular matchup. Bray Wyatt, a deceptively quick athlete.
And now Strowman outside the ring on the attack against Bray Wyatt. Strowman, who's been very successful at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Remember, a couple of years ago, he actually won the Money in the Bank contest.
Yeah, don't bring that up. We choose to forget that. We choose to forget that they automatically made him turn heel to cash in, and then to lose the match, a no contest, a Hell in a Cell match, mind you, a no contest. because Brock Lesnar showed up. Yeah. Let's not remember that.
Look, this match is all about pain. The amount of pain that Braun is inflicting and is going to inflict on Bray, and we need to all share in that experience. So any traumatic events or possible damaging mentally events,
Sorry, go on.
those have to all be put into place to accept it.
Yeah.
What impact! That was truly Wyatt able to sidestep, and suddenly Bray Wyatt can take control of this match. Strowman is down and out outside the ring.
Bray Wyatt just averted complete disaster. 6'8", 380 plus pounds, full speed ahead into our announce desk. 4, 5.
This right here could be Bray Wyatt's opening in this matchup.
What the fuck?
Hit the table hard.
Oh, that's Oscar's the big boy from the Firefly Funhouse.
You can do it! You can do it, Bray! Oh my God, Wyatt now has Strowman. Wyatt's got DDT right on the floor. And Bray Wyatt is in control and could be...
Think about, I wonder what that person's other job is.
What, the guy controlling the puppet?
Yeah. Like, is it maybe it's MVP? Like, MVP was like, you know what, I'm really not feeling this match. He's like, okay. They're like, okay, we'll have Vince pencil in someone else, Bobby Lashley. But in order to do this, you got to be a puppet. And he's just like, I just got to be a puppet. That's it? Yeah. Bray Wyatt's pig puppet. It's like, oh.
Such good shit.
I mean, it's an easy paycheck.
Look what you made me do. Pain across the face of Wyatt. Wyatt now may have Strowman where he wants him. Could this be his chance, Corey, to capture the Universal title?
Familiar sight of Bray Wyatt taking a trip somewhere else in his mind. This will not end well for the champion.
Strowman struggling to make
Ooh.
And the champion trying to fight back, and a kick right to the face by the challenger Wyatt.
Interesting.
Really? Ooh. Nice.
I don't think I've seen him do that move too many times, if ever.
Oh. Whoo. Wait, is that the first time somebody's kicked out of Sister Abigail?
I doubt it.
I think it's the first time in a long time somebody's kicked out of Sister Abigail.
Maybe first time in a long time, but I don't think it's the first time.
I'll have to check that later.
Bray Wyatt has given everything he has in this assault on Strowman.
Strowman right now running on fumes and instinct alone. The end may be near.
Oh, is this...
And Bray Wyatt yet again looking to put Strowman away with Sister Abigail.
Oh,
and Strowman, though, able to grab him on the...
There we go.
And just like that, Strowman has turned the tables.
A momentary hesitation, dare I say compassion from Bray Wyatt, and the challenger paid.
You can see this internal struggle within Bray Wyatt throughout this entire matchup. As he
So this just crossed my mind. It's Bray Wyatt's outfit when he's when he's wrestling as regular old crazy Bray Wyatt,
Hmm.
still has the Cosby sweater on. I feel like there should be like something else he wears.
I mean, it works. In my opinion,
I mean,
it works.
It works. But I was thinking maybe he'd wear a Firefly Funhouse t-shirt, or
It wouldn't make sense for the kind of character Bray Wyatt's representing. You know, it's not. He's not gonna wear a T-shirt they're selling in WWE shop. You know, it's not. That's not him for his character. If this was a regular wrestler like Strowman is, then yeah, I would agree with that. But no, this is Bray. This is the character. It's a character who doesn't do that.
but apparently
Oh shit!
we got this going on.
What do you think? Trap? I think it's a trap. Trap. Calling it a trap.
I told him, give me a chance. I told him I would find you.
I knew you'd come. It's a trap.
You understand what this means? I promise you. This time.
Boot to the face.
Boot to the face. Boot to the face.
Deadlift slam.
Come on. Let's see what he does. See what he does. Come on.
I told him.
He's gonna. It's a trap. It's a trap. I feel like fucking. Stomp it. Stomp it.
I mean, there.
You caught him off guard. I like that. That's what I felt like the entire time. It was like you caught him off guard.
I guess it was very long, drawn out theatrics to get to that conclusion.
That was alright. I feel like they could have used the puppets more. Like, throughout the match.
I like how
hey,
you're.
Braun, remember this? Or remember this? You know, continue mindfuckery.
I like how your notes for this would be, you know, these guys did a pretty decent job, but what I could use is more puppets.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. You needs more puppet. Two little puppets.
That pig is golden. That buzzard, wonderful.
I thought it was like a good Yeah, there you go. See, hinting at the Fiend now wanting to play. Yeah, it was a nice story-driven match. Like, oh.
Who could it be?
It's not Punk. I was just gonna make sure. You be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. I know you're a few seconds ahead. Be quiet.
I'm just saying, Ellsworth looks pretty good.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's not Ali.
I know they have a.
Cool.
What?
Cool.
Ah!
Cool.
This is I just want to see what it is. So apparently it's Ali and Gable. Apparently, according to one source.
Ali.
You don't think it's Ali? Oh wait, never mind. You think it's Ellsworth? Never mind.
No, okay. Other than Ellsworth, it's not Ali because he raised his hand. You saw his hand.
Okay.
His hand very white. It's not Ali.
We can easily Photoshop it to look like anything, though. You can edit to make it look like anything.
Well, in that case, it's still Ellsworth.
So making a challenge. In the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship.
Drew is a dominant champion. It is not his destiny to be the champion that takes us into the future. It is mine.
So what do you think about the whole Fox FS1 deal?
Just another chapter in the pro wrestling business history of WWE. You know, Fox offered a shit ton of money. WWE took it.
I'm kind of wondering if WWE offered up playing old WrestleManias, like old WrestleMania footage and all that stuff on FS1 to entice people to either get it or watch FS1. Because I find it interesting that beforehand you could only watch old like WWE stuff or WWF stuff on the network.
Yeah.
Hey, you're paying $10 a month in order to access this every pay-per-view that's been under the WWE banner. Whereas now it's like if you have FS1, you can watch at least a WrestleMania, a pay-per-view event, on cable. I guess I don't know. I just think of it as weird times where it's like something that is a pay-per-view event is available in other avenues.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same thing for TNA, though. Like, you can watch the very first TNA pay-per-view for free online. Same with a couple other TNA events. But they haven't been at the level of WWE, so I can kind of understand that decision.
Oh wow! Finally gets new music. Awesome, new music. Okay. No, I agree with you. Yeah, I think they're mainly doing the whole, hey, look all this stuff on FS1. So it's like, hey, if you want more, you can check out the network or check out our programming that we offer for free. But definitely check out the network. Okay?
Well, I mean, I've also like read some rumors about how they're trying to diversify or change how people show their content or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I had heard they're trying to look at ways to, I guess, steer people away from the network, or maybe give stuff that you can get on the network, make it more accessible to people that have other things. Like I don't know. It's a weird thing. I would think that if you have like your own network build up and it has your whole library of content, that you would just push that content. But this Fox deal, I feel like there's some things where they're just like, sure, we'll take SmackDown, but you guys also have to give us like some other stuff to work with. We're not just gonna give you all this money for SmackDown. And they were probably like, okay, we'll let you have this running thing where you can get our pay-per-views every once in a while.
Yeah, pretty much they want to get what they've paid for. They want to get something based on what they paid for.
But here's what happens when you're at the top of the industry, and that's everybody comes gunning for you. And that's what everybody has their sights on Drew McIntyre. And all he needs to do is stay focused and stick to one edict. And it's
Talk less, Claymore. Oh, that's a t-shirt. Talk less, Claymore. That's a t-shirt waiting to happen.
to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and then minutes later put down the Big Show. That is the tone of this WWE title reign.
Yeah, Big Show's gonna show up after Money in the Bank ends and challenge him again.
Who's gonna show up?
Big Show. After the event's over, we were gonna find out on Raw. He showed up again. Big Show showed up again.
That would be funny if in like some kind of deal that they worked out with Big Show for a span of 5 years, let's say, he has the opportunity to have one match with every person that becomes champion. And if he actually becomes champion, it's just the fact that he can say that he's had a match with every single person who's been a champion from the time that he started to the time that he like ultimately retires from the industry.
Yeah.
One of the things Drew McIntyre is credited for his confidence as WWE Champion is his ability to be present in the moment, to not look ahead, but to simply focus on the task at hand. And of course, tonight, the task at hand is Seth Rollins.
In the words of Drew McIntyre, what is meant to be will be. McIntyre, Rollins for the WWE Championship here at Money in the Bank.
So ever since I saw the Money in the Bank like matchup screen between these two, I just feel like because of their looks and how similar they are in terms of like their faces and everything,
Yeah.
like Rollins is the younger brother who's tired of the older brother's like BS.
Like, Mom, he's not letting me. He's not sharing the WWE Championship.
No, it's like they're adults now.
Yeah.
Have all this like childhood aggression between each other. It's just like, now that we're outside of the home, I'm gonna beat you down.
Yeah.
I'm not your little brother anymore.
And Mom's not here to protect you.
I don't know if Seth Rollins would be saying that. I think McIntyre would be saying that to him. Just imagine McIntyre putting Rollins in headlocks and giving him keys and stuff like that. It's like, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're the Monday Night Messiah? Ooh.
Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
I don't even think Jesus is real.
CrossFit Jesus, more like CrossFit bullshit.
You know you're not gonna get any chicks by CrossFit.
See, this is what Drew McIntyre needs to be doing. He's even getting in Seth Rollins' head. Him down.
Yeah, I think the Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be pretty long. Yeah, I'm looking at most likely it's probably going to be at least 35, 40 minutes.
Wait, you think what match is going to be long?
The ladder, the whole ladder match thing, Money in the Bank ladder matches, total, probably going to be like 35, 40 minutes.
I mean, it has to be. Like, I feel like for the Money in the Bank match, it's going to be, if it's not longer than normal, it's going to be more like certain aspects are going to signal the end of the match. Like typically, setting up the ladder, climbing it, getting the briefcase, that's it. And then in like past versions of this match, they normally have like a back and forth as to, oh, someone set up the ladder. It's like, oh no, someone knocked it down. And then someone else set it up again. And they're almost there, but they got knocked off. Like, I don't think all of that back and forth stuff is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be, a lot of the time is going to be spent just getting to the top of the building.
Yeah.
And then it's just like,
yeah, I'm hoping they have good reasons as to why they're not just brawling all the way up in via elevator. I hope there's a good reason why they're not like they're going to like every other floor and stuff like that. I hope they have like legitimate reasons as to why they're like, oh look, we're fighting Vince McMahon's office. Oh look, we're fighting in this conference room. Oh look, we're fighting.
The reason why the elevator won't be used is because the elevator will be suddenly out of order.
We'll see. We'll see. I still think it's going to be one of those things where it's like somebody from Raw is going to win one, somebody from SmackDown is going to win the other. Because that's how it's been the last few years. So, like...
maybe someone from out of nowhere wins both.
Who's that? Your hint at Randy? Randy just shows up.
Randy, Ellsworth...
I love how your ones that you want to win are either the chinless one or a guy who was pretty much murdered at WrestleMania.
Pretty much doesn't mean was.
Yeah, that's true.
Still alive, still alive to slither his way into the scene. And then you just combine stuff together. So it's like, oh man, Randy Orton got the briefcase for the men. Well, I guess Edge has to fight him to make sure that he doesn't cash in and become champion again. Edge. And then you wrap up two potential storylines into one thing.
Ooh, nice.
It's
Still looking
the,
STF compared to Cena's.
it's the Seth TF.
Seth TF. I'm sorry. The Seth TF. Seth tries forcibly. STF. I think that works.
Now McIntyre, look at this. Rollins has done a great job, too, to your point. He's transitioning from submission to submission, keeping McIntyre closer to the center of the ring.
You know, Tom, I call this the gauntlet of pain. You keep grabbing limbs and you keep stretching him until he gives up. And that's exactly what Seth Rollins did.
Yeah. That's the part where the crowd's supposed to clap. When, he made it to the rope. Awesome.
How much damage has already been done?
And Rollins uses the bulk of the 5 count, and you can see the confidence coming over the face of the Monday Night Messiah.
Shut your mouth.
The referee's point, he's absolutely correct. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission.
Watch out.
Inside the ring, Rollins again. Oh, down goes McIntyre a second time.
My destiny. It's my destiny. It's my destiny, big bro, to kick your ass.
Count of 4, McIntyre along the barricade. Rollins up on the apron.
Flying knee.
Count of 6, and now Rollins with the knee right to the face. And now Rollins rolls back inside and resets the 10 count.
We'll call that move the Monday Knee Messiah.
Monday knee Messiah. Monday neat Messiah.
Or I guess the Monday knee.
The Monday knee. Welcome to Monday Knee Raw.
And Drew McIntyre is hurt. Rollins rolls inside and out, resets the count.
There goes the table.
Not really. It's more just like a platform. It's not going to be destroyed.
Rollins has more devious plans in mind. My kingdom, Drew.
See this table? I call dibs. So that's why it's my table. I call dibs.
Rollins rolls back inside.
I'm no medical expert, but the head was not meant to absorb
That would be hilarious if in one match someone takes the cover off of the table, finishes their match, doesn't destroy the table. Then the next match happens. Someone is about to destroy that table, and the winner, the person who did it in the previous match, comes back out and disrupts the other match to make sure that no one else uses that table except for them, and then destroys the table with the other person.
Table's pure, unadulterated table psychology from Mo here. Oh, I mean, the table was used. Not broken, but used.
It's got to be broken by the person who set it up, or the person who set it up has to go through it. Those are the rules.
Rules of the Table, brought to you by Mo. Like a 3-page book. Just how a table and wrestling match works. You can, hey, you know what you can do? You can do it. Call it "I Am the Table" and have a forward by Matthew, who creates Botchamania.
And he'll be like, I don't know who this person is. I don't care.
But what I do know is he's not too wrong about table psychology in wrestling.
Is he British or Irish?
I do not recall.
I just think that either way he would probably curse me out in his country's the way of his country.
McIntyre willing himself on. That's how he became champion in the first place. He thought about a Claymore. Rollins saw it coming. Rollins looking for an escape. Oh, and using the top rope, very shrewd by Rollins. Rollins very dangerous on the apron, looking to springboard. Went for another knee.
Ooh, that was a nice spine buster. That was a beautiful spine buster.
You can just feel the resolve etched on the face of the WWE champion.
Yeah, that was a nice man. Even Drew got some air there for a sec doing it.
Air Claymore.
Hey, look, another t-shirt idea. Write that down. Takes less to Claymore and Air Claymore.
Oh, wait a minute. Hooking up for the future shock to DDT. And now Rollins again. It goes back to the left leg. Oh, and Rollins with the kick right to the back of the neck. And down goes McIntyre. That's reeling. Oh, kick right to the face. Rollins, can he crawl into the cover? Can he capture the W? A kick out at one by McIntyre. How demoralizing has that got to be for Seth Rollins? At this stage of the match, for Drew McIntyre to kick out on one.
If you understand anything about Seth Rollins, it is beyond demoralizing to see that happen.
Rollins on top and the frog splash.
I mean, there's a whistle.
It's like, dude, seriously? I survived a million F5s.
How does Drew McIntyre have this much resiliency at this state in the match again? Watch this, Rollins off the top, executing with the frog splash. Got all of it. And then again,
It's weird because you can actually hear commentary. That's how quiet it is in there. You can actually hear commentary in the replay.
That's why they gotta make sure to get everything right.
Yeah.
And listen, you cannot deny the punishment that McIntyre is taking. Clearly, Drew McIntyre is feeling that right now, but Seth Rollins is thinking about a new plan.
Mr. Table. Mr. Chair. I don't know why I said Mr. Table. Mr. Chair.
Does not look good. Rules are real simple, Seth.
Has Rollins lost that much?
No, he's trying to do a distraction so he can try to pick up a quick win.
I mean, you got to wonder where this is going.
I'll get it. Why not get the ladder? Glasgow kiss. Nice.
So I have the subtitles on. Just
Okay.
so I have the volume on, and instead of Glasgow, it says Gas Go.
Maybe
Gas
he wants sponsorship with Shell.
The Gasco kiss.
That sounds like if you trying to kiss the gas pump. The nozzle on the end of gas. That sounds like sounds like something you find on Urban Dictionary. Gasco. When you try to make out with the gas nozzle at a gas station.
I mean, that is deadly too, but it's more deadly in a way that you're being so stupid.
Okay. My butt. I love that Seth Rollins had to grab his butt. It's like, my butt. See, I don't get why you not just grab a ladder. You just like grab a ladder, place it, and just do something high off there. I mean, the second that's disqualification unless you try to hit the guy with the ladder.
This isn't the kind of match for that.
My butt.
We talked about the resiliency of Drew McIntyre. You can say the same for Seth Rollins. One of the most highly conditioned superstars in all of WWE.
Well, he'll need every bit of that condition to beat the champ tonight.
Rollins continues to throw everything he's got.
Dirty deeds.
Dirty D. I mean, Future Shock DDT. Ooh, nice. Trying to think. Not including intros. Huh. This match is has a nice meaty length to it.
Trying to conjure up his next form of offensive attack, but again, still favoring the left knee.
Oh, he's absolutely favoring that left knee. And here's the worst part. The Claymore is dependent on launching off of that knee.
So now you got to wonder, what is McIntyre setting up for?
Woo!
Along the top turnbuckle. Rollins knew coming into this that McIntyre is a dominant champion, a fighter, and a warrior. This is what Drew McIntyre is made of. Last time McIntyre and Rollins were on the rope together.
Real precarious situation.
Didn't end well for McIntyre.
Yes, knees. That's what it looked like.
And Rollins able to
Get those knees in place.
the left leg. You can see how the left
That's
leg
jammed.
is caught along the and Rollins using the
Nice.
That's clever. That is clever. That is fucking clever. That was fucking clever. Oh, that was nice. That was fucking nice.
Somebody being set up. Someone's being set up. And
3, 2, 1.
The countdown's coming in here. Oh,
and a super kick. And now Rollins to McIntyre.
Oh, fuck. That gave me a fucking heart attack.
that wasn't going to be the end.
Yeah, but it works. The false finish works so well sometimes.
I am quite the skeptic.
Skeptical.
and Seth Rollins is beside himself. Look at him in that ring. He doesn't know what to do.
It's like, maybe I can sneak into the building at WWE headquarters right now and interfere.
Looks like he's about to lose his championship.
But Predators will stalk.
What if Seth Rollins does a Claymore?
Bring an end to all of this. This might be it.
Oh, another Glasgow kiss. Claymore.
Gasco kiss? Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, that's the Gasco kiss? That, sir, is the Gasco kiss? Honestly, best match of the night so far. Best match of the night so far, in my opinion.
Oh, it's going to get better.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get better, but easily.
Get better.
The best non-pre-recorded match of the night. Best non-pre-recorded match of the night.
All right. I will be back.
I will stay here. It's a flying boot. I just love the Gasco kiss. WWE's trying to start their own gas company. Gasco. Gasco.
And there he is, limping, battle-scarred, war-weary. but he is victorious tonight.
Remember Drew McIntyre?
Damn right. Damn right.
You better finish the job. Rollins came up a little bit short.
An outstanding effort tonight by Seth Rollins, but it was an even better one by Drew McIntyre.
Ooh, ooh, is he doing something? Is he doing something? Ooh, ooh, is he gonna do something? Do something. Do something.
That's exactly what I needed. In the night, but not in this night.
Huh? Huh? Interesting. Interesting. He's not probably going to. He just shook hands with him. What the fuck? Great, Mo missed that. Oh, Mo. Mo. Money.
Seth Rollins, even after just defeating Rollins for the WWE Championship.
Drew McIntyre showing that he is indeed a leader. What is meant to be will be. Drew McIntyre is still your WWE champion.
Or truth.
Truth, excuse me. I realize you were scheduled to have a match this evening with MVP, but Bobby Lashley interjected himself and...
MVP is a tough opponent. I didn't think I could beat him, but I did. MVP lost a significant amount of weight. I should be on cloud 9 right now. But I don't have anyone to celebrate with.
His 24/7 championship, he misses it.
You know what? Charlie, if I don't want to be lonely, it's time I do something about it. It's time to get my baby back.
He's gonna fuck with Gronk.
I don't care where you've taken my 24/7, 48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South, 1492, Columbus sailed the Ocean Blue Championship. I'm gonna sack you, Tom Brady.
That
and
I-
take back my 24/7 championship.
Good luck getting that Tom Brady.
He means Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, that's what he kind of figured.
Tomorrow night, the man, Becky Lynch, will confront the Money in the Bank winner.
The man is oozing confidence as she should be.
Plus, the rated R superstar Edge will be hunting the venomous Randy Orton. Does the hunter become the hunted? Edge, Orton, on Monday Night Raw. Tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
What happened to me? This riddle.
People have no idea how much pain he's in physically.
What he was willing to
Okay, so
time catches all of us.
okay, so you missed two things. Drew McIntyre got Seth Rollins to shake his hand at the end, after the match, and then they went to talk of R-Truth, and of course R-Truth confused Bobby Lashley for MVP, and he's looking at a picture of him with the 24/7 championship. So now what he wants to go do is get his baby back. So he's like, he's gonna sack Tom Brady. And then after he leaves, Troy Cruz has to go. He met Rob Gronkowski.
I absolutely cannot wait to watch the last ride.
All right.
Like we have
So it looks like I missed something that was supplemental to what I had seen before, and then something that was just not necessary.
Okay, here we go.
So one of the thoughts I had in my head when hearing about this was that WWE missed. I mean, I guess they could still do it, but they have such a good opportunity to make this into a play set to where it's the WWE headquarters Money in the Bank match.
Okay, here we go.
It's interesting to show that they beat in order to qualify. Oh, they're doing.
Oh, they're gonna be they're
mixing
going
it
different spots. They're going different spots. Oh yeah. You don't want none, huh? Yeah. I like Otis.
And here's a woman who's been lucky not once but twice, a two-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner, Carmella from Friday Night SmackDown. And Shayna Baszler from Monday.
This is, I don't know why. Just their entrances are making me laugh.
The only difference between like this and the last Shayna Baszler pay-per-view match is that it's like pretty much all like can be determined to be intimidating figures, or at least give Shayna Baszler at least a little bit of competition if they play it right.
Oh, here comes King Corbin, who looks like he's late for his Burger King shift at Applebee's.
He's late for his Burger King shift at Chuck E. Cheese. You need to get it ready.
From SmackDown, Dana Brooke, many consider her a Cinderella story if she can win this Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. Real long shot, but she thrives in that opportunity.
I still think that's impressive. Her cartwheel thing, I think that's pretty impressive.
No, I can't do a cartwheel. And if I could, it'd always be a thing for me.
Where's Asuka? Where's Asuka? She's in the elevator. She's in the elevator. Right, mister? Some pretty colors, right? Oh, Daniel Bryan, baby. I wouldn't be disappointed if Bryan got the briefcase. I'd be more concerned of why he got the briefcase.
Oh, she's not in the elevator. She is dancing up a storm.
The fuck?
Asuka is the best.
Did they ring the bell? Wait, is there a bell?
There is a bell.
Hey, there's the bell. This Asuka. Okay. Then she gets the elevator, and you can see her. She'll press the button. Like, come on. Pressing the up button. Come on. Fuck it. Goddamn Asuka. I hope the rumors are true that they want to give Asuka like a big old push. Like Vince is like really investing in Asuka right now. which I'm like, where was that like 2 years ago?
Oh my god. Okay, so I will say this. When Asuka gets in the elevator, the subtitles say speaking native language.
I love it. You're our closed caption facts guy. Chris Gasgo and speaking native language.
So this match and Edge versus at WrestleMania, it always gives me like matches like this kind of make me feel a little uneasy when it's shit.
Oh shit. Where's Austin? Last part, where's Austin?
So matches like this always give me like uneasy feeling when they're like wrestling in.
Why is he in shock for that long? Why was he in shock for that long? You broke
because
the
he knows
glass.
it's coming out of his paycheck.
Oh, he knows it's 7 years of bad luck, which is his paycheck for 7 years.
His paycheck is bad luck for 7 years.
You know, if I was Corbin, you know what the first thing I would have done is, as soon as the bell rang, fucking book it to the elevator. That's what I would have done. It's all about getting the briefcase. Just book it, try to book it to the elevator. Fuck, that's what I like. That's why I like Asuka's idea. Just jump all the girls and jump into the elevator.
Otis is about to do something a little bit dangerous here.
Yeah. Ray. Fucking Ray. Ray. What do you want me to do? Those things probably cost weighs 3 times my size. So that's 3. I put weight at 8 inches. I think Otis is gonna have the best.
Okay.
Brother Love?
That's
they got Pritchard involved. Wait, I missed that. What did Ray say?
Love you too. I gotta go.
Love you too, but I gotta go. What the fuck is Bruce Pritchard doing?
So this kind of falls in line with what I was saying earlier. They're at WWE headquarters. So I guess in terms of like memorabilia, so far they haven't done anything involving that. But for people who have been fans for such a long time or have at least watched the old content, they recognize Brother Love instead of like someone new coming in and it's just like, 1, why are these guys fighting all over this building? 2, who's this red face guy? And 3, why was he in the bathroom? Is that part of his thing?
Wait, they could have easily took it. Okay, you know, this stairs works too. Okay, where are they? Wait, why would they? Okay, there we go. The men are involved now.
So there's a chance.
Asuka, look, Asuka's hiding. Elevator. Ooh,
there's a chance that this elevator, the way it works is that you have to take multiple elevators to get to the top floor compared to like a regular building where you could just...
Yeah, I would assume there's only like one elevator that goes to the roof. And those only go so far. See, Alistair's smart. Look, Alistair's like, fuck this, I'm going.
Whereas Otis is just like flexing while Brian is doing his thing.
Well, somebody has to say yes while he does the kicks. See, that turnbuckle area was there for a reason.
The turnbuckle area is there for promo pictures for fans.
Oh, and we know that. But it's there for this now.
Fake.
Oh, fuck you. The
Whoever
fuck?
the hell faked
Doink?
It's not the real Doink.
Other Doink? Oh no, sorry, other Doink?
Wouldn't that be Chris Jericho?
Sorry, after that one, other Doink.
Now, if they had Dink,
Wait, no, that wasn't Doink. Wasn't that like Noel Foley's like boyfriend who does the clown makeup? That's what it looked like. That's what he looked like.
I mean, that could be what it looked like, but I feel like they're going for Doink.
They're going for Doink, but I think that was Noel Foley's boyfriend.
What if he's the new Doink? What if that's how he gets into the company? Is he's new Doink?
There have been weirder ways people got into the company. Okay. Dana, just go. Wait, is that actual? No, that's not the...
That's not real.
No, fuck you. Please tell me she doesn't realize.
What are you doing?
The fuck?
This is so stupid. This is so stupid.
You're destroying the building. The real Money in the Bank briefcase is on the roof.
Dana, come on, you're smarter than this girl.
Clean that up. She's drooling all over the place.
Gross. Dude,
So
Dana, come on, girl. You're smarter than this.
Again, Stephanie McMahon has screwed over a female wrestler.
Ooh, that was smart. Come on, Batista likes smart girls.
Oh, it looked like she caught her in the throat.
Ooh. I mean, either way, that still hurts. You can punch you in the face or the throat. Oh, how did you get? Cute. Ooh, that's actually a nice art shot. That's a nice shot. Too bad that's from a match where it only lasted like 2 minutes. Hey, look, Roman Reigns.
Like, I know there's a slight delay, but as you say that, he's around the corner and there's a little girl holding.
Yeah, I see it.
So it's like, hey, look, it's Roman Reigns and it's a little girl, and it's like,
Wait, what's the picture of?
It's the WrestleMania that.
No, shh. Look, you don't have to, like I said, don't really have to spoil like anything. It's like for some reason we're only a couple seconds behind, but like we're slowly getting into the groove of realizing that. I just love that bit of like trauma he has still from the Boneyard match. I love that they added that.
Now, what if that's a trauma that follows him for the rest of his like time in WWE? Like, there's a gong.
Yeah, he just entered.
It's
He
like
just entered
paralyzed.
the room where. In the coffin is Naked Midian. No, just.
No way.
Man, AJ Styles really caught up with everybody else. Oh, clever.
What is
Heyman's there because Paul Heyman's there, and of course somebody's gonna go through a table full of deli platters.
But it's like, who is that supposed to be for? Because that looks like a bunch of stuff for just.
Well, let's not forget, man. They had to set all this up, so it's obviously for the guys working on it. Is he getting off on a sandwich?
No, he's not. But he's filling himself full of rage.
Why? Aleister Triple X face. Oh, it's Triple X face. Like, did he just throw it at the executive director of Raw?
This is the bullshit that I want. Yes.
Man, if I had
Now-
popcorn, man, I'd be eating the fuck out of it right now. Just, this is entertaining as fuck. Oh, damn. Damn, douche. Man, that's one sandwich he did not want to be a part of. Pun intended. Ooh.
Take those puns and you put mayonnaise and lettuce and tomato on it and you shove it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, Otis's mouth. Oh.
Not the
Ooh, it'd be cool if somebody went through the vending machine. Oh, never mind. Somebody went through the vending machine, not into the vending machine. Oh, no, somebody has to go through the table. Them's the rules. Isn't that right? How's your draft coming with your table psychology book?
Well, there's some slight variations that have to be put in place because Carmella did not set up that table.
Dude, close your mouth. Close your mouth, bro.
So did you see the video of, I think it's Otis and Nia where they're dancing together?
No, I did not ever see that video. I would remember a video like that.
It's very enjoyable.
Oh no. Oh
I
no,
think
there's
they're dancing
pies.
to Missy Elliott.
Are we gonna find out who threw the pie?
We're gonna find out who the hacker is through that pie. Wait.
John Laurinaitis. Don't say. Oh, Jesus Christ. John Laurinaitis gonna get a pie to. Yeah, that's what I figured. So what we got? We got
Wait, that's
John Laurinaitis, Paul Heyman.
Wait, you're not okay. That's not JBL, right?
No, that's John Laurinaitis. That was John Laurinaitis. Oh wait, are you talking about the janitor?
No, I'm talking about the guy who just got the pie in the face.
No, John. That was Laurinaitis. That was Laurinaitis. Trust me. That was Johnny Laurinaitis, Mr. People Power himself. There we got our NXT extra guy. No, Dana, no. Oh my God. Why are they making Dan look like such a buffoon?
They're looking okay, everyone is gonna look like a buffoon in this match.
Okay, so far one of my favorite faces is the one Aleister Black made. Oh my God. You know what's funny? This may be the first pre-recorded match I would honestly recommend. I want to go back and watch again just to see the stuff they have hanging on the walls. And just to watch it again, because this has just been ridiculous so far. Blue stare.
Like, if this is supposed to be the final match, from my time, there's at least 50 minutes left.
I don't think there's legit 15 minutes left. Maybe probably another 20.
This is the last match of the event.
Yeah,
and there's at least 50 minutes left because assuming it ends at 10, this is going to be it.
Is Vince's office? Yeah, they're in Vince's office.
Vince does not look good.
Yeah, and Vince McMahon, that's 4.
Wait, why does he have like a Jurassic Park skull?
That he's always had that in his office, apparently.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't see too many images of his office, but it's just like
you can see it in like the first pick he has with Nakamura. It's in the background. Hand sanitizer. Okay, so that's 4 cameos. No, sorry, 5. I forgot about Stephanie. Oh my god, that's 5 cameos.
Wow, you acted like a real coward in there. Me? You're the one who told us to put the chairs back.
I did, didn't I? Okay, thanks. Oh.
So I want to say a match like this could work a couple more times. If you change up who's making an appearance. Like if you know behind the scenes stuff, you know Bruce Pritchard has been involved for a long time with the company, so other people might not know that he's Brother Love, so it makes sense that he's there. But then you have like the McMahon showing up. So far, Triple H has not shown up.
No shit, go to roof.
Shane McMahon is the only one of the McMahon. Shane and Linda are the only ones of the McMahon family that have not shown up.
Okay, now we're at the more legitimate area of the match.
I want to say if WWE wants to increase the revenue a little bit after this, they should hold tours of the headquarters. And they can be like, this is where this happened during this Money in the Bank match and all that stuff. Charge people a ticket.
I never brought that up. I honestly, another pick I won't mind winning, the women's, is Asuka. I won't mind it.
I mean, I feel like she's a fan favorite, but I don't see if they're going for something at least a little different to give Asuka the opportunity to get either of the titles, I feel like would be old. It wouldn't be as entertaining as giving one of these other women the chance.
Yeah, you're right.
Like so far, I don't think Shayna has made it up to the top yet.
No, she hasn't. Ooh.
I also was expecting censorship. How's that going between you guys? Because
censorship? What do you mean?
If I curse right now.
Oh, you're fucking fine. We curse all the time in our videos. Oh yeah. Trust me. When it comes to the COPA rules, we definitely put "we're not for kids."
Okay. what I was gonna say is if fuck, if they just fucking go for like I'm surprised that they're not fucking going for everyone in the ring at the same time, trying to do the Money in the Bank. That's what I was expecting. And I don't know how many other people watching were expecting the same thing to make it such a clusterfuck finish. But
Where the fuck? Okay, we're still missing. Okay, there's Baron Corbin. Okay, this is funny.
what?
What the fuck is he doing? Let her grab the briefcase.
I don't understand what exactly. How
Let her
exactly,
grab the briefcase. What the fuck's wrong with you, Corbin? Is she? Seriously? Well, I'll be a monkey's fucking uncle.
hold on. The captions say shouting in Japanese.
I honestly, yeah. Asuka, okay. You know what? She was like definitely one of my ones. I just said one of my wanting to win.
Right.
But what the fuck happened to Shayna? Did Shayna get murdered earlier?
I mean, I am all for Asuka.
I guess the rumor, right, Vince?
Okay, so in terms of wrestlers, Shayna has that menacing factor.
Yeah, because
Asuka,
yeah.
on the other hand, has the kind of like fan favorite messing with you factor, where she's like just dancing all over the place and just like, ooh, what am I gonna do? And it's like that kind of attitude.
I was talking to Nick a couple days ago about like if Asuka were to win, I'm like, oh, they did this on SmackDown. It's so stupid. The whole like the way the ladder won't hold him, which is ridiculous.
Which I feel like he intentionally stopped on some of the steps.
Yeah, but no, I was talking to Nick about like Asuka winning it. I'm like, I can see it. Her gaining a title from Becky, and then going on to face having a rivalry with Shayna Baszler, because they haven't had a one-on-one match yet, Shayna and Asuka, and that would be like a good rivalry to watch. They okay.
So pretty much everyone's doing their thing.
Oh, they're pulling, but they're slowly dragging it towards the briefcase.
Of course.
So I guess Shayna was murdered or something, man. I don't know. That's the part like that's bugging me. It's like I guess Shayna got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, I can see AJ.
Oh, come on. Really?
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
They did a spot from WCW days.
Ray's alive. Oh no. But remember what Aleister Black said though. If he falls out of it, he's coming right back up to get it. He's coming right back up. That's what Aleister said.
Right. But I mean, it's just like it reeks of Hulk Hogan throwing the giant off the side and pretending that he cares.
Like how they had the thud sound effect too. All I needed was the goofy noise. Yeah.
Need the Wilhelm scream.
I guess Styles is gonna probably win this.
He's not.
Somebody trigger his shell shock. Somebody ring a gong, make him freeze in terror.
This seems to be a repeat of the tag team title match. Wait.
There's Elias.
But who won? Who won? Who won?
Fuck you.
Who won? It's your boy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, this is men's Money in the Bank. What?
It's the old man. Oh man.
It slipped out of his hands. I missed that part because I thought AJ had it and then just dropped. No, it slipped. What the fuck? What the fuck? I knew Elias was coming back. Part of me in back of me was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Elias comes back to screw over Corbin. That's the only way I can see Corbin not winning is if Elias comes back.
Oh, I saw
Asuka and Otis. I can guarantee you, there are some people that had Asuka. There's definitely nobody that had Otis. I can guarantee you that. Jesus H. Christ, man. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, so
What the fuck? What in the ever-loving fuck was that? What in the fuck, man? I mean, look, we had WrestleMania. We had Goldberg losing to Strowman. We had Rhea Ripley losing to Charlotte. But hands down, in the last rough month and a few days, this has been the most surprising win I've seen.
the most deserved win.
Sorry, let me reiterate. Right off the bat, like, well-deserved. Well-deserved. Like,
needs a W.
Big old W. But, like, just not since WrestleMania, not since Strowman winning off of Goldberg, has this been the biggest shock I've seen. Oh my god. Yeah, I figure. Okay, we gotta get into this one thing at a time. Deep breaths. We got deep breaths. Because the fuck, man. The fuck was that? I'm happy. That's a happy. What the fuck was that? By the way, you would know if it was a pissed off. What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna go over the matches. We're gonna then we'll give our final grades. So we had Hardy versus Cesaro, which was actually pretty good for a pre-show match. That was really good stuff.
I expected nothing less from those two guys.
Yeah, like Cesaro gave his really put in a lot. Jeff clearly showed that he doesn't have that ring rust and. Really good stuff from both of them, man. I still see Cesaro as a future world title, main title, top champion. But yeah,
Cesaro should already be like a multi-time champion.
Yeah, he's one of those. We'll get into what I said about Tamina, but he's definitely another one of those where it's like, and he honestly doesn't mind because he looks at there's a couple other big guys who won big champions at later ages than what age I'm at right now, so he's not entirely bugged by it. Let's see. Then we had the SmackDown Fatal 4-Way Tag Title match. Was good. You know, they did what they could with like 9 men if we're clean. Riker. And there were some good spots. We both know there were some seriously good spots in that match. Oh my god, some really good spots. What'd you think of the match?
I mean, I feel like a couple of them, it probably didn't showcase every team's talent, but in such a match like that, you can't. I feel like if you were going to showcase every team, it would just draw out the match, make it longer than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Overall, the match was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was what it was. It just, it was a fail 4-way. I feel like as it kind of lost the spectacle of all the things it can pull off. And they just do some good spots. But yeah, it was a decent enough match.
It kind of made, like, we know WrestleMania, it was like a triple threat with one person representing each team.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a triple threat tag. So I feel like this was to make up for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if it was going to be a triple threat tag team ladder match, then I don't think this match would have happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Then we got Truth MVP to turn into Lashley Truth.
Oh, you ruined the match. And
Yeah.
now he's going to watch it. Nobody needs to watch it.
Nah, nobody needs to watch it. It was what it was, just a squash match. Yeah, then we got the SmackDown Women's title match. I would say easily one to me is better matches in her time there. To be honest, like she looked strong, and Bayley still put on a really good offense as well, and it's what we expected. Like Sasha interfered, cost me in a match. Yeah, predictable ending, but I say one to me is better matches. What about you? Do you agree? One of her better matches?
I mean, honestly, it's just because I don't remember too many of Tamina's matches.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a match you'll honestly remember more than any of her other stuff.
That's just how it seems to be. Because I mean, it would be nice to see more of Tamina, but I don't know if WWE is just thinking like, we have Nia Jax, and if we have Tamina as well, we can't be pushing in the same way, or else it's just like the same thing going on twice. I don't know, but
yeah.
We know she has the stuff. She wouldn't be there if she didn't.
Yeah, definitely. And like still no seeds in the seat. I was expecting more seeds to be planned for the eventual breakup of Bayley and Sasha, but we didn't get any here. Which I'm fine with.
Because they're not gonna break up yet.
True.
Know this.
Then we got the very unique Universal title match between Wyatt and Strowman. And I thought this was, if we looked at it more like more of a story-driven match, I think, I enjoyed it more just if I mainly focus on the fact it was more of a story-driven match. The match itself, it was all right. I mean, it was just Strowman conquering majority of the time, and then like Wyatt picking up some offense. And I love the puppets. Puppets were cool, but the puppets didn't show up at the end. I thought they were going to incorporate more of the whole puppets thing and like him mind fucking with Strowman. But like I said, from a story standpoint, I thought it was what it was because it definitely at the end it showed like, oh, now the Fiend's going to come after Strowman. What'd you think of the match?
If so, to go with your idea, if this is more of Bray's doing behind the scenes, where it's like his matches, because I've noticed this a lot lately, his, like, at least in terms of pay-per-view matches, they always tend to have like the weird kind of story-based thing where it's just like, it's not just like fight, finish, done, and then we'll do story in between the matches. It's more like there's a fight going on, there's a little bit of story elements, and then whatever finish happens. To that point, I would say it's something different.
Yeah.
It's a welcome change compared to what I would say the majority of people are used to, where it's just like pretty much every other match that's going on here, there's no like, the story elements aren't actually there too much. It's more like, if there is any story elements in a typical wrestling match, it's like, oh, this person is injured, but there's wrestle, and it's like, oh, my leg is injured. So the other wrestler injures the leg repeatedly and tries to win. Whereas the Bray Wyatt's matches, it's just like, I'm going to mess with your head for a little bit, and then we'll see what goes from there. But that happens all in the match, not after and not before.
Yeah, I still find
happens after and before, but it also happens during the match, which is a change compared to some other matches that typically happen.
Yeah, I still think my favorite like Fiend era Wyatt match is still the Royal Rumble one. I still think that's my favorite so far. Like I said, I did enjoy this one. I have to get used to the fact that when it comes to Bray Wyatt matches nowadays, it's more story driven than anything else. I think that's, for me personally, I think I just got to get used to that fact. It's like, look, they're telling a story, because I did like the ending finish with the whole like him suckering Wyatt with the black sheep mask, and then just him finishing off Wyatt.
Let's become friends again. Let's do it. Let's join forces. You give me the belt.
Yeah. I was nervous there for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, it's clearly a trap. He just wants to sucker him in and go, psych, dead, or pinned in this case. Next up, we got the hacker saying everybody wants to know who he is, being vague, and
we know who he is.
For fucking God, Mo, it is not fucking Ellsworth.
You know.
It's not Ellsworth.
You know,
look,
who the best hackers are? The ones who are bullied. You know who is one of the most bullied wrestlers in the WWE? Ellsworth.
Look, for all we know, it's Solomon Crow came back. You know, he dropped his Impact stuff, came right back. Solomon Crow's back. You know, all the whole hacktivist gimmick. You know, I believe the rumor more that it's Punk more than I believe the rumor that it's Ellsworth. I believe that more.
Fine. When you are wrong, and the hacker shows up, and it's just Ellsworth's face, I can't.
Okay.
See your face.
I want this recorded. If the hacker, I'm gonna look it straight to camera. If the hacker is Ellsworth, I swear that I will transfer $20 to Mo's PayPal account. If the hacker is Ellsworth, $20.
I really hope that is not edited out.
It's not gonna be edited out. No, it's not gonna be edited out. My brother's gonna leave that in. No. I promise. $20 in his PayPal account if it turns out the hacker is Ellsworth.
Easiest $20 I've ever made.
Jesus Christ. Then we got what I considered like the best match. We'll get to the Money in Big Ladder match, but easily the best like non-pre-recorded match of the night, which was the WWE title match. And that was awesome. Just two guys going at this amazing stuff, really, from them. I think my favorite spot was that, like, it was in the corner, he did that insane flip over to land on his face and shit. I think that was like, oh, that was different. It was a good match. It was McIntyre and Rollins, just two guys, really good pairs going at it. And, like, hell, it got me with that false finish with the first stomp, too. It had me hooked, and I really enjoyed that match. It's easily, like, one of my favorite matches of the night, next to the Hardy Cesaro match. We'll get into my thoughts, and we'll get into our thoughts about ladder match. But what did you think about the WWE title match?
So I think it's just in terms of that match, everyone is like McIntyre, Rollins. You know, they are solid people. They put on a good show every time. Rollins has been going at it in terms of, like, the WWE for quite a bit now. So it's like, you know what he's capable of. McIntyre, with this whole push, the champion and everything like that, it's just further solidified his the spotlight on him. And it's allowing him to showcase to everyone in the fandom what he is capable of. Because, I mean, it's like, for people that have been with him from the beginning, I'll admit I'm not one of those people, but it's like I recognize his ability. And I feel like it's just like a good match between two awesome athletes. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of that for at least people. It's one of those things where it's kind of like a legend versus legend kind of match.
Mm.
That's how I feel, where it's like, you know, these two wrestlers are solid wrestlers, and they go at it and they give it their all, and they put on a good show. And that's what I think happened here.
Yeah, it was a good length. It was really good. You know, there were parts where, of course, like, McIntyre was heavily dominant, and, like, Rollins just took advantage of the whole situation, just dominated. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff I enjoyed about this match. Like I said, easily one of my favorite matches of the night. So let's go on to okay. Right off the bat, I'm going to say this. I don't think it's the best of the pre-recorded matches WWE have done. I think it's better. I think it was better than their deletion match by a bit. But the Boneyard and Funhouse, I still think were better, in my opinion. Okay. And of course, talking about the Money in the Bank matches, I guess. So, would you agree? At least agree with that statement. It was it was good, but not as good as the two WrestleMania pre-recorded matches.
Yeah, I could say that, because it's WrestleMania, first of all, and it was more personable with a one-on-one kind of match. And with these pre-recorded matches, they at least acknowledge their history when it comes to. So, like, the Funhouse match, it was different stages of John Cena, as well as some parts of Bray Wyatt, and just the wrestling, I want to say, like, the modern wrestling history overall. And then the graveyard match was just like, what, I guess, kind of the makings of what you would expect of a horror movie if, like, Undertaker was a vengeful spirit going after a cocky, like, newcomer or something like that, something along those lines. Money in the Bank was more of Easter eggs and finally getting to see the headquarters with some elements of like comedy, I want to say, and then I guess with the finishes, it was very much some surprise and some relief. I guess relief.
Yeah. So
might be something else, but I want to say it's just like you're happy at the result is a better way of putting it.
Yeah. So we can both let's get into this because this was still fun as hell, and this was absolutely bonkers. It was really absolutely bonkers. Like, where do you start? Asuka, as soon as the bell starts, I'm going to jump from the second floor onto all the ladies and then steal the elevator.
Well, before it even starts, Asuka is not to be found because all the other women are on the ground floor being introduced. Asuka's music plays, not to be found. You know she's there somewhere. Dancing up top. Splash.
Let's see. Then we got Corbin shocked by breaking a mirror. Then that part was weird. Just like cut to him twice being shocked that he broke a mirror. I'm like, dude, there's a match going on. Like, dude.
I mean, the only way I could think is what you thought when it happened was like 7 years of bad luck, which
then we got Otis trapping Styles in some weights and asking Ray for help, and Ray's looking at him going, "Are you serious?" Then we got our first guest appearance, which is Brother Love, which was okay. We get some fighting. Then like they all men and women both show up. They start fighting in that fan picture area. More fighting. Then they go into what Stephanie, who shows up later, calls the Money in the Bank conference room. And then Dana thinks the briefcase there is the briefcase.
That was I don't know about that part. That was a little, that kind of made Dana look bad, just because it's just like she's been around for a while. If she was like completely new and she didn't know how Money in the Bank worked, then I could understand it. But she's been around for a while to where she would have at least been aware of how Money in the Bank worked, where you climb a ladder.
Yeah.
Briefcase.
If I had one downside to this is that why did they make Dana Brooke look like an idiot? Seriously? Why did they make Dana Brooke look like an idiot? That made no sense. Then we had Stephanie showing up saying that's not the briefcase on the roof, you dummy. Then eventually we get over to what was it? Next up was the AJ Styles part where he's running through the hallways and then he sees the picture.
Runs through the hallways, sees the WrestleMania 33 picture of The Undertaker, which he didn't fight The Undertaker at that. But he saw that picture. Undertaker gong goes off. Then he gets traumatized. And then they show various elements of this current WrestleMania, which is nice because nothing like that has ever really happened before, where it's just like a wrestler's traumatized from a WrestleMania match happening. And then, the whole Undertaker scenario happens where it's like, it seems like maybe he'll appear. I don't know if that's what they were trying to go for, where it's like maybe the Undertaker will appear, take him into the casket room, and just like mess with him.
I did love it. What a little joy about that segment is that because people were like worried, like, okay, you're not gonna talk about like how you survived being buried 6 feet under. I mean, And I love that part where he sees the picture. He's traumatized. He's still traumatized from what he experienced in the Boneyard match, regardless of what he thinks whether or not he actually lost or not. You know, then he sees the room and he goes, no. Then Black just shoves him into the room, and then all you hear him is in a panic state in that Taker room. And it's like, I like that. He's still traumatized by what Taker did to him. Because I was worried when he just showed up. They showed up back out of nowhere on Monday Night Raw, you know, and talking about, oh, I'm fine, I'm perfectly fine, whatever, you know. But I did like that in this match where it's like, yeah, it's still mentally, it's still fucking with him what he went through against the Undertaker, you know. I like that. That's one of my favorite. That's easily one of my favorite parts of this match. Then we got eventually them getting to Paul Heyman at the catering table.
Sure.
And then just
that's
a food fight.
Catering table.
And then just a food fight occurs. Just big old food fight. And then Dan gets thrown into a vending machine. And then we continue. And then Otis eventually runs into another kitchen area where he finds a bunch of pies. And then John Laurinaitis. But it's just on the his signature moped, doing the people power thing, just getting over the face of a pie. Just okay. That was a moment. I think then the next part was easily, I think, another one of my favorite moments is when they go into Vince's office. Because I'm surprised you've never heard about the whole dinosaur bones thing in Vince's office.
I think around the time that I guess pictures and video or whatever of his office would show up, I had never really been like too involved in caring, I guess, about what his office looks like. I'm just like, okay, it's Vince McMahon. I don't care what his office looks like. It's just like, or part of it would be somewhat warped by, like, I guess, Attitude Era Vince, where it's like from the video games where I just expect his office to look like what the office would look like in all the WWE video games. If you go the general manager or Vince's office kind of places. So that kind of threw me off a little bit, but
yeah, it was funny though. They go in, they're scuffling, Vince is looking at them. I swear, I love their reaction. It's like we were bringing up, funny too, we brought it up during the McIntyre match, we brought up the whole, like, how they look similar and they're fighting because their mom took their toys or some shit. I love here, as soon as they see Vince is like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out. It's like they accidentally are roughhousing and accidentally went to their dad's office or some shit. It's like, then they're about to leave and they go, it's like, put the chairs, push the chairs back in.
Stop messing around.
I love it. And I love after where it's like, man, you are such a chicken. You were the one who told me to push in the chairs. Make sure to push in the chairs. And then the music goes back in and they continue fighting. Then somewhere around here, I guess I blanked or something. Because I know some of the women were taken out earlier. But I thought it was just Nia that was taken out. I didn't know it was both. I know Nia and Carmella were taken out. But I don't remember when Shayna got taken out. Do you remember when Shayna got taken out?
From my recollection, Shayna got taken out around the time that they were in the hallway that had the Stone Cold stuff on the wall. Like, there was at least a banner on the wall. There were multiple chairs that had different designs on them. I don't know. I doubt that they were all, like, Stone Cold themed. But I know that at one point they were in a hallway that had a Stone Cold banner and then had multiple chairs. Nobody used those chairs, but they were Shayna got slammed into a wall by Nia.
Okay.
So if she got taken out at any point, it probably was that. Otherwise, it would have been like some some point a little bit after that.
So then
From that point on, I did not see Shayna.
Yeah, because the last few women were what was it? It was Nia, Lacey, and Asuka. Am I missing somebody?
I think Carmella was in there as well.
I think Carmella was in there as well. And then they make it. They're all on the roof and stuff. And not really Shaka Shocks. We'll get to the biggest Shaka Shocks in a bit, but like Shaka Shocks was like Asuka, Shaka Shocks was Asuka won, which I'm like, okay, cool. Like I can see them going with Shayna Asuka down the road because I know they haven't like really done that match yet, and it's like two big former NXT women's champions going at it. I think that's where they're going next. So I don't know when Asuka's cashing in, but I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. Honestly, don't know if it's going to be.
I doubt it's going to be tomorrow. If it's tomorrow, that would be insane.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the quickest women's Money in the Bank cash in. At least Bailey and Alexa hold like the record for like quickest cash in, I believe. I forgot which one of those two holds the record for quickest women's cash in. But yeah, I'm happy Asuka won, Like I said, apparently there's been talk that Vince has been taking a liking to the Asuka lately, and it clearly shows with her getting the briefcase. I guess my bet for when she cashes in, maybe sometime in the next month. I'll go within the next month. What do you think? When do you think she'll cash
in? 4 months from now.
4 months. So let's see. That is May. That's going to be September. So that's probably going to be Clash of Champions. She's going to cash in on. You're saying Clash of Champions. She's probably going to cash in. Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, I can see him waiting for a couple of these cash-ins when they get an audience. So I can see at least the earliest, because apparently SummerSlam looks like it may be another Performance Center pay-per-view from the looks of it. I can see the cash-in coming at like the first like live audience event when it's full crowd again in there. I can see the cash-ins happening. Then we get into the men's side of things. And Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black are dead. Allegedly dead.
If they were going to take a page from WCW, then there would have been another match after this in which both of them show up and just wrestle as if they weren't just thrown off a building.
Yeah. I'll give them 2 weeks before they. I'll give them 2 weeks before they come back. I'll give them 2 weeks, especially Black, because Black made that whole thing about like him. Even if he falls off, he's getting right back up and stuff. I give it 2 weeks.
I will say this might be a chance for Ray to get out of his contract. Like this is his last match.
He
this
died.
Is how they do it, and it's just like he's thrown off the roof, and it's like, oh, okay. I guess.
What's Jay Caterio Jr. doing in the Impact Zone? Yeah, they're dead. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. But all the men actually managed.
Injured.
No, we're saying dead.
They were injured.
Dead. But yeah, the most interesting thing happened, though it kind of felt like similar, like you were saying, to the WrestleMania thing with the tag titles, where they both have their hands on it, and then, okay, because this is the order of events. They're coming down. Elias shows up, clubs Corbin with the guitar, which I think I was going to see that at the very least. If Corbin was going to win, it was because of Elias. Like, shows up, clubs Corbin, lets go of the briefcase. AJ Styles doesn't have any control of the briefcase and falls to Otis's hands. Is that what happened? That's about what happened, right?
It was kind of a blur where it's just like, I saw Elias smack Corbin. Corbin and AJ were the ones that had their hands on the case as it was like already unhooked. And I feel like it just like, I guess the way that it was supposed to look is that the hit from Elias allowed Corbin to like throw the case away so it wouldn't be in AJ's hands, and Otis caught it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But holy shit, Otis is Mr. Money in the Bank for this year. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I'm really happy. I'm honestly genuinely happy for him. It still shocked the crap out of me, but like, where do you go with this? Like, he's just
anywhere you want to, because
like,
he's Mr. Money in the Bank now.
Like, let's think about this. Like, McIntyre's probably holding on to that title for a while. The Fiend's probably eventually going to get the Universal title back. So where do you go with Otis with his cash in? Like with Asuka, like it could seriously be anybody she cash on. She could cash on Becky, Shayna, if Shayna eventually wins over next month or so. I mean, we still have the Backlash pay-per-view mid next month, so I don't know. I'm interested to see where we go with Otis. I feel like I'm worried it's gonna be a failed cash in because of Ziggler. I feel like that's my biggest worry, is gonna be a failed cash in because of Ziggler. And I really hope it's not. I legit hope that Vince McMahon puts a world title on that man. Part of me really hopes he puts a world title on that man. But yeah, so that was it. Okay, so overall grade. I'm gonna give this a C plus. I'm gonna give this a C plus. I really enjoyed the pre-show match. I really enjoyed the WWE title match. I did have a good time watching the Universal title match. And the Money in the Bank match was fun, but like we said before, it didn't really live up to what the other two pre-recorded WrestleMania matches were. So C plus for me. What grade would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a B.
You're gonna give it a B. Okay. Why
I think it was a solid pay-per-view. For a couple of the matches weren't as like exciting or as interesting as they probably could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes when it comes to some of these matches, it's more being able to play off the crowd.
Yeah. Whereas
just a lot of these other matches were entertaining on their own without any kind of feedback from an audience or a crowd. So,
I mean, could you imagine the pop when Otis won? Could you imagine that pop? That crowd would have lost its shit.
I'd be more interested in knowing how they would have done such an event. Like, would it have been pre-recorded as well? Going to the WWE headquarters and doing that whole match. If you paid to go see that pay-per-view, how would you feel if you just had to like watch a screen as that match played out? Because I feel no other way, like pre-recorded is the only way that I feel like this match could have gone, like such an event could have gone. And it's like, if you were to pay to go to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, all the other matches are live in front of you, but this specific match is not, and it's on a screen. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, good point. I mean, it's still one of those things where, like, as much as I'm, like, tiny part of me's happy WWE's continuing with the whole wrestling thing, another part of me is like, I still feel like, you should probably just wait till a crowd. Part of me does that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Give me a C+. Because like I said, with a match that I did enjoy, I enjoyed. I don't know. I still felt like, did we really need to see Lashley MVP? I feel like the SmackDown Tag Team match was entertaining. I felt like it probably could have gone a bit longer. I don't know. Maybe I'll bump it up to a B- for me. I'll bump it to a B- because I think I'm underestimating how entertaining that Money in the Bank the Money in the Bank match was. I'll bump it to at least a B-. I'll bump it to at least a B-. I'm hoping around a C+, B- for this, because the one thing I pushed over to B- was definitely that Money in the Bank match, because that was freaking amazing. Yeah, that was easily freaking amazing. So that's it, folks. That's our reactions to the 2020 Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some wrestling, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what you thought of this Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. What was your favorite matches? What were your least favorite matches? What were your overall thoughts about the winners of the Money in the Bank match? What were your thoughts about the Money in the Bank match itself? Would it be something you want to see again? Would it be something you want to see done differently? Let us know in the comments below. Put down what you thought of our reactions overall. Most importantly, we thank you for watching. Once again, I'd like to thank my pal Mo and his luchador buddy for coming in to help out with this event. Really appreciate it. We're probably going to do this again. I know we're going to do it until next time and on the next episode, but probably going to do this again for Double or Nothing. And we'll see where we go with that, because that one I may actually have to pay for. So, we'll see. Yeah, that one I may actually have to pay for. I don't know. We'll see. But once again, though, I like to thank special thanks to Mo for coming in, and helping out with this. Once again, thank you again, Mo.
No problem.
And of course, on the next episode of 123 Wrestling here on SRB TV, of course, we will be tackling the rather unique AEW Double or Nothing 2 or 2020, or however you do your yearly numeral thing. So, more likely Mo will be joining me again for that. And we're going to see. I'm not making guarantees. I'm going to see about getting our official senior wrestling analyst, Nick Slade, for Double or Nothing. We're going to have to wait and see on that. I'm going to try. He needs a webcam, so I'm going to try my best to make sure he gets us some form of setup so he can join us for the next one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But until next time, folks, I am Kristen.
I am Mo.
And this was a very more James Ellsworth than I would like to talk about filled episode of 123 Wrestling. So we will see you later.
James Ellsworth forever.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions
or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
If you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter
and Stardust
at Super React Bros.